Do you know how ear piercing that is actually
I know.
right now? Will
It's
you
the worst thing for
stop?
audio producers is like chewing gum.
Oh my god, you have to stop. You have to stop.
Make him wear the headphones so he knows what you have to experience.
What?
It's
infuriating.
It's
annoying.
It's annoying as fuck.
I'm gonna laugh hysterically, probably.
You probably, but imagine having to like, all right, yeah, get it in there. There you go.
Get it in there.
I don't know about this.
I want to hear.
That's awesome.
No, it's not.
I wanna
It's
hear.
horrible. You're just saying that because I find it annoying.
I find it hilarious.
No, you don't.
Right.
You find it hilarious because I find it annoying.
Either way, Logan.
Don't worry.
Oh, fucking talent.
It's the same thing with nose breathes. Nose breathes
Right?
are the worst.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
That is amazing. I love that sound.
Hey!
Now.
Alright, let me finish this and I'll fucking talk. What's up, guys? It's the Friendly Fire Podcast.
Hello.
Woo!
It's time!
Oh shit! What?
It's time.
Friendly Fire Podcast number 54.
54.
So we're like way past the year.
We're way
We're
past
two
the year.
podcasts into the
Well,
we're
I mean, I
solid.
think we're technically 4 podcasts in the
Oh
year.
shit!
But
Yeah, there's the Lost podcast.
the Lost
so
episode and the anime podcast,
This is true.
which I mean, yeah, whatever.
We're
We kind of did a
now.
little what?
We're over the hill now.
Pretty much.
Yeah, we're dying. We're riding our wheels.
One is not over the hill at all.
One?
Like
Yeah.
one does not simply over
Four-
the hill, or
Like 1 year of podcasting does not simply.
40 years is over the hill. That's the
40,
reference,
I was talking episode wise, but you know,
This is true.
that's
Yeah.
cool if you guys want to be literal and shit. Like, you know, fuck
no,
me then, I guess.
Josh, I think we had an
Try to
argument
keep
about
it
this
real.
once. What's considered over the hill? I think it's 40, and you
Well-
said it was 50.
It's
40 is the classic.
Yeah, 40 is the
Yeah,
classic one.
yeah. So I'm Logan.
I'm Josh.
I am Patrick.
Josh.
I'm Drew.
I'm Nate, and Sean's on the couch over there.
Sean's taking a nap.
Let it be known that Sean is obliteratingly drunk. And
He's drunk enough that he shouldn't be here right now.
Yeah.
So we're gonna
He's-
go with
He's
that.
got to sober up. for
He's
the
here
ride
in
home.
spirit.
Yeah.
he's being a baby back bitch on the couch is what he's being.
But he never talks anyway, so it doesn't
I'm trying
matter.
to sober up. Give me a break.
You might see him in the second half of the podcast.
Can
Who
we
knows?
can we get a?
It's a podcast.
What's a podcast?
It's a podcast.
Yay! It's one.
Half-heartedly, not even.
I didn't even
trying.
really feel
It's
that,
a
to be honest.
podcast.
There it is.
There it is.
Ah,
we'll
there
go
it
with
is.
that one. Who is? Oh, never mind.
So silence your phone's worth.
My phone is silent. It's on vibrate.
Jesus Christ.
I thought it was. I thought it was part of our group chat.
All
Never
right,
mind.
Drew. What have you been playing this
Starting
week?
out with Drew.
Oh shit. Okay. I play Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare 2 every fucking day.
Yeah.
But
Really? I think I only played like
you-
one day.
You've heard that before, but I'm gonna mention a game that hasn't been mentioned in quite a while, and I'm pretty excited actually. They're coming out with some new shit lately. Rock Band 4. I've been playing quite a bit
Really?
of that. Yeah,
Interesting.
Damn, dude. I'm down.
They,
I want to play. I want a Rock Band party.
I'll drum the shit out of that.
absolutely.
Drew, no your housewarming party. We're playing Rock Band.
That sounds
Okay.
fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Well, Rock Band 4 just came out with an expansion, if you will.
Really? They
Yeah.
like literally like within a week or
Instead
two?
of downloading new stuff.
It came out. I'm not quite sure exactly when it came out, but the name of the expansion is Rock Band Rivals, and they've established this. They're adding more content as time goes along. But first of all, to start out this expansion, they've added a feature where you can join a crew, is what they call it, and you join up with 9 other people. And you put in time to songs, and you add score, and you get XP as a crew, and you level up as a crew to like, it's basically leaderboards.
Interesting.
That's like okay. From what you described, that sounds like the factions in Mortal Kombat 9.
I mean, yeah,
Like-
it's essentially,
Yeah.
it's
But you're the best band around.
Right.
The factions are a little more broad, but these crews, you level up and you get experience. So you really have to depend on the other members of your team to actually log on every day and start playing songs. And later on, they don't. I'm kind of embarrassed that they don't have this functionality already, but they're adding the ability to play with other people online, like in the same songs. going on.
Yeah.
I think they're probably gonna add this functionality in December.
So is it like competitive? Like is it
It can be
one-on-one type
competitive.
thing?
Like you can join up. Like say I want to play guitar and you want to sing or play bass or drums or whatever. You can do that.
Is it only land based right now?
Currently, yes.
Okay, well that's fine. Well, I can understand.
I feel like that'd be a hard game to play competitively, like over broadband, though. You know, like,
they've done a lot of I want to say they've done a lot of work integrating everything else like from the previous games, like all the songs
yeah.
and the engine and all that stuff. Lately, you're able to access all the songs you bought on DLC from Xbox 360 days.
Whoa.
So people that have spent hundreds and hundreds and thousands of dollars on song packs, like
Fuck, they're only chasing safety, dude.
Ah.
Oh yeah,
Ah.
that was a go-to Rock Band song.
Drew can vouch for me on this because he was at the party house back in the day. I spent a lot of money on Rock Band. Back in the day. I bought the $300 electronic drum set.
Damn.
Did you seriously?
No, I did. Yeah.
Do you have it still?
Yeah, I still have it. It's
Okay.
yeah.
the Ion drum kit.
Yep. It basically you could use it as an Xbox like controller, or it actually worked as a electronic drum set. Because I was sick and tired of people like destroying the drums, and those were actually built to take damage.
To withstand, an
But,
actual
most
You
damage.
know,
There were
right.
some people that I'm like, okay, you don't need to hit the bass drum pedal that hard. Like
Right.
really, it's not that bad.
Funny story.
But
oh, go ahead. Sorry.
oh, sorry. No, I was gonna say in general, it's interesting you say that because the online aspect was, you jump online and you just play with them in general. But now that they're adding reasons to come online,
It keeps you coming back to the game. It
That's
keeps
what I mean.
it keeps
Yeah.
you playing. Yeah, it's just another way to keep.
the
playing.
only thing that drives me nuts. Excuse me. I have a lot of lung butter right now. Is like
Oh, I do too. It's okay.
It's sinus season.
It's
here
allergy
in Nebraska.
season. I've had a month-long cough.
It's better than something else that rhymes with lung butter.
That's right.
Why don't you explain, Josh?
Nut butter. It's the sweat that happens between your butthole and your ball sack, like in between your gooch. It's kind of the same thing. You guys have never heard of nut butter?
Thanks for that, Josh.
Suddenly this became X-rated.
I'm so glad you just explained that.
All of a sudden. Anyway,
The more
Moving on.
The more you know.
what I was trying to say initially was though, one thing that was always hard to do when it came to Rock Band was when we played it in our living room. Blake had a projection screen, and they always used my game disc all the way through, and so you had to I want to say collaborate, but that's not the correct word.
Calibrate.
Calibrate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The calibration for this new game is great.
Oh, it's awesome.
It's
Okay.
amazing.
That was the one pain in the ass I hated about Rock Band was if I jumped back to my room, I had to calibrate it to my TV, and then when I went back to a different source, you always had to calibrate it differently every single time.
Well, it's because of the TVs.
Well, no, and that's part of the way it's supposed to be.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, I was just gonna say you might have bought a really expensive Rock Band drum kit, but did you beat a Destiny raid with it?
No,
That actually happened.
because I don't.
That definitely was a real thing that happened. Well, you failed us all, and you're an embarrassment to your entire species.
Okay, I don't play I don't play Destiny. So
Anything else, Drew?
I don't think anybody plays this anymore.
Spelunky, Overwatch.
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 Yeah.
Nice. Did you try the new character?
No, I haven't yet.
the hacker chick.
My
Yeah.
roommate Ben actually has the game,
Wowie.
so I can play it whenever I want
There
to.
you go.
On console, unfortunately, I'd rather.
No,
play
you're
it on
goddamn
PC.
right. It's console.
I'd rather play it on PC.
Console
to be
Master
honest.
Race.
Console Master Race.
I don't think there's such a thing.
Xbox Master Race.
I
Yeah.
think Master Race.
Let me dream, Drew.
Okay, sure.
Don't take us from us, Drew. For fuck's sake.
That's all I have.
No, but mostly those games.
Nice.
You like Overwatch after playing it for a little while?
Yeah, I think the game mostly shines when you can actually party up with people that are competent in the game and know how to
Siege.
know how to build a.
Like Siege,
Yes.
yeah.
It-
You're not
yeah,
wrong.
pretty
Oh my
much.
God, yes.
I don't want to.
Siege is a little slower paced, obviously.
I don't want
but
to
yeah.
compare them, but there are similarities in the games, to be honest. But just the ability to have the competence to put together a full-fledged team, knowing how to have DPS, a tank, and healers, and know how to play those classes in order to win games. you have to have those kinds of people on your team in order to win games. Because otherwise, you're just getting a bunch of people like, oh, I'm
it's
gonna
a
play
big dick
Reinhardt.
contest.
I'm gonna play Reinhardt. Like,
You don't need 4 of those characters.
you don't
I was
need
gonna
four
say,
Reinhardts in
You
a
need
match, man.
one. One.
I was just gonna say, like, I wish they would like implement some update like they did with Siege. Like, if you pick Reinhardt, that's the only Reinhardt you got on your team.
Well, they did.
Yeah.
They did do that. They did start doing that on ranked matches. You can only pick one of each character.
Yeah, because you don't need 4 Tracers. You don't need like
So I'll give them credit
5
there.
Genjis or whatever.
Yeah, I thought they did that in some game mode. I thought, yeah, it must be just ranked.
It had to happen. It had to.
Absolutely. I remember I played it when it first launched on Xbox, and when there was 5 people on turrets, and they just camped the only objective you had.
Yeah.
It was like, well, fuck
We
this
got
then.
like 6 Torbjorns and
There's only 6 people on a fucking team.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
turrets. So.
That's the coolest looking character in the game. I want to play him.
Right, yeah.
Everybody's mind ever.
So.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Mercy's pretty hot. I guess if I had to pick one.
Oh,
You had to go there, Worth, didn't you?
I did.
Jesus.
But no, that's.
But you're not wrong.
I'm so Ronry.
I'm sure Ronry. Hey man, everybody's probably got a video game crush, or most people I should say. If you're gonna pick
GLaDOS from Portal.
GLaDOS from Portal,
Miranda from Mass Effect.
Miranda
2.
from yeah, exactly.
That
Dead
voice.
ass.
You and I think alike.
I've
Miranda
played
from
a
Mass
lot of
Effect.
video games. No comment.
Disco.
I don't have gigs upon gigs of fan fiction I've written.
let me
I
rephrase that. I've played a lot of RPGs. No comment.
No comments.
That's into role playing.
Waifu Simulator 2016.
Waifu. Is it waifu or waifu? Is it waifu? I don't know.
What's waifu?
It's waifu? Yeah, I thought it was waifu.
God, Drew.
Waifu senpai. Wow, this
I don't
suddenly
know.
became an anime.
All right,
podcast.
Worth, what have you been playing?
This went to a dark place.
I played a lot of Modern Warfare Remastered because I have no self-control.
Modern Warfare Remastered is not worth $80.
Probably not.
Sure as fuck isn't.
To me, sentimental value-wise, yes, it is.
Okay. Let me pose this question to you then.
Okay.
Is Rocket League more? Is it worth $20 more than Modern Warfare Remastered is worth $80?
I mean, Rocket League in itself is definitely worth $20. If we're talking straight content-wise, if you want just like what Modern Warfare Remastered has to offer, no, it is not worth $80. But
Okay, I just wanted to make fun of Disco.
yeah,
This
no.
isn't about you, Worth.
I
We're
did.
actually
I
making fun of
had to
someone
get my
else.
jab in there.
Okay, yeah. I thought you were asking like a serious question.
No, because he got in the Xbox group. He was like, "Yeah, I bought it. The nostalgia got me."
No, that dude, that's the selling
Yeah,
point.
it did.
That
The
is that
Biggest
is
bullshitter about.
that
Well,
is
what I like is that Halo comes out with the Master Chief Collection. It was 4 games at launch. You
for
get one.
$60.
Yeah, you get one shitty game for Call of Duty, Infinite Warfare. Then you have the remaster, which is cool and that's great. It was like $80 for 1.5 games you're gonna play.
Yeah.
Like it's.
I saw Disco playing it. I texted him instantly and said shame.
But no,
Shame.
I mean, I'll be honest, dude. No, Modern Warfare Remastered itself is not worth $80. But the sentimental value that I get from playing it,
It doesn't stroke your nostalgia boner.
You paid $20 for it. Don't lie.
it does stroke my nostalgia boner.
I mean, I don't
Because-
blame you because Modern
Yeah.
Warfare was a fucking.
It is
great
amazing,
game.
and they stayed true to the original content of the game, but at the same time made few minor little changes here and there that made it feel like it was that much better and almost like it was a brand new game.
The campaign's in it, right?
The campaign is in it.
Okay.
It's oh god, campaign's so good.
What changes have you noticed?
A lot of the first off, a lot of the changes are in the set pieces in the campaign.
Okay.
So there's some different cutscenes that they added in that kind of made it that more kind of gritty and a bit more emotional, I guess. Especially with that scene with I talked about this a little last podcast, but especially with that scene where the nuke goes off. You played the campaign, right?
I have 1,000 out of 1,000 gamer score. on that game.
Okay, well there you go. So that scene where the nuke goes off, it's different. It's not that much different, but it's different in the way where it feels a bit more like you're actually the character playing. Like you kind of become a bit more self-aware of your surroundings. And there's a few minor set piece changes that they made that just made holy shit, I just watched a fucking nuclear bomb go off and it just looks like I'm in a goddamn wasteland now. And then you just fucking keel over and die. and it's like,
Spoiler alert.
well, come on,
Jesus
the game
Christ,
came out like
man.
10 years
Ew.
ago.
You're spoiling it for all the
Ew.
kids that
Right.
were born when this game actually
All
came
the
out.
12-year-olds
want
want to play it now.
Fuck the 12-year-olds, dude. I'm salivating over the Christmas news right now. I'm waiting for it. But yeah, no, and on top of that, like the multiplayer, they basically stayed true to it.
Mhm.
The only other major difference that I've seen is like basically like the customization is a bit more in depth because you can have up to 25 class loadouts now without even having prestige.
Wasn't it like 5?
5, yeah.
In the original game?
5 before. Now you can have 25 class loadouts. It's ridiculous.
That's a lot.
That is a
It's a
lot.
lot more.
I don't think I need that many, but it's a nice option to have.
This one
like
gets
Yeah.
a frag grenade. This one gets the flashbang, and
This one
everything
gets
else.
stopping power. This one gets fucking overkill. Yeah.
Hey Sean, what do you think about Modern Warfare?
I love it except for Juggernaut.
You heard it here first.
He loves it.
Except for Juggernaut.
Breaking news: Sean
Breaking
hates
news.
Juggernaut.
In case you couldn't hear that, he loves it except for Juggernaut.
Okay, but yeah, aside from playing multiplayer and the campaign, okay, one more thing. Like if I could say anything about Infinity Ward, they know how to make a fucking campaign. Like, especially and I mean,
For the campaign, it's pretty.
oh
freaking
god,
sweet.
dude,
Yeah.
it's. I mean, even the Infinite Warfare campaign is good. It is good. I will say it's good. And the veteran campaign, especially on COD 4, is just as fucking controller throwing inducing as I remember, and I love it. And I'm glad they kept the same difficulty level of it.
That
$60.
$60.
Didn't they add
Destroying
more
controllers.
new difficulties?
Not that I saw.
Or is
I,
it just for the new single player for the new campaign?
I didn't see that there was any. New
I thought I
difficulty for
heard
that.
there was new difficulty. Maybe I'm
What was
thinking
the
of a
hardest
different game.
difficulty?
Veteran.
Veteran.
And
Veteran.
oh god, and playing fucking all gillied up in remaster. Oh god, it's amazing. I love it.
That was him having 4 orgasms.
Good God,
at the
yeah.
exact same time.
One after
I
another.
thought
It
he
was
having
ridiculous.
sex with a horse, but
That's better. I'll take that one.
Where's Mr. Ed? No. And then I played Titanfall 2. I played a lot of
Yeah.
Titanfall 2 this week.
Dude, we need to get at like me, you, and I know Sean has it. We need to play as a group because that
Dude,
fucking
I
game
want to
is
play.
a
Yeah, I want to
blast.
play some multiplayer for Titanfall 2.
is so
With,
fun.
like, with a
whatever
group.
happened to you not buying that game because of all the EA Access
Disclaimer: I got it for free.
Yeah.
I didn't actually buy it. I got it for
The
free.
campaign looked.
So I
I
say
bought-
true to my word. I didn't pay for it because I was mad at it, but I got it for free.
I
So
bought
I'm
the
sorry.
game on impulse and I don't regret it.
So a little birdie told me that game is better than Battlefield 1.
It would absolutely depend on your preference of shooting.
I wouldn't even make that comparison because
They are
they're
both-
two entirely different games.
Yes.
Okay.
They're both very, very fun in vastly different ways.
Battlefield's ginormous map
Yeah.
wise.
Titanfall is pretty big too because you have to compensate for Titans, but it is smaller maps, smaller game modes, per player.
Yeah.
They are so incredibly different. They are two very different experiences. You can get both of them and enjoy both of them at the
And
same
a cool
time.
thing I like that they did with the multiplayer is if I mean in the original Titanfall 1, the Titans had regenerating shields. If you remember that?
I mean, vaguely.
Yeah,
I
they
played a
have
lot of Titanfall, but I didn't. I don't remember.
Now they make it so once your shield is gone, it's gone. Like your Titan, and it makes it so like they're not as overpowered and as difficult to beat. And if you want to find actual if you want to get more shields, you have to go find batteries on the map to actually get your shields back
I
up.
was gonna say, can you repair it?
That's
at the
that's a
very least?
valid way of getting
Yeah.
it back.
Yeah, like you have to, your shield's gone. You got to go look for shield generators or batteries to get your shields back up. And they made it easier for the actual infantry or the soldiers, like the foot soldiers. You can scale a Titan and rodeo it and pull the batteries out of the Titan to get their shields down. So it's like it makes it that much easier and it makes the game a lot more balanced. I feel like so.
Whether you're in a Titan or not in a Titan,
Yeah,
pretty much.
but
I mean, either way,
If you're good at a Titan, you can just ruin people
Oh,
though
sure.
too. So it's not like a Titan. They didn't nerf the Titan, so it's like, oh, who fucking cares? You see one, you still gotta be super fucking careful or just run because
Yeah.
they will fuck you up if they're good at a Titan.
So the multiplayer is super balanced. I mean, it's the people that made COD 4 originally.
Basically, yeah,
they know
it's
how
a
to make a
solid
fucking
team.
multiplayer game. So
I'm not gonna lie. I want a shot to play this game if I were to ever buy it.
I would, dude. It's worth it.
It's on sale
definitely-
right now at a lot of
Oh
places,
no,
like
I've
half
seen
off right
I've seen
now. Yeah,
at places like Target it's like $35.
you should probably
You
get it
should,
because
you should pick it up. though.
because we need people. Because I think attrition is like the deathmatch, and that's like 6-on-6, and we have 3 people who have it now, so it's good.
Pick it up.
I mean, I loved the original. I played the shit. I got it on launch. Like, it was great. I just think the community fell off way too quick.
Because there wasn't enough content. That was the problem.
I mean, yeah, definitely. I think that was a contributor to their downfall of Respawn Entertainment. But I've heard great things about this new game, and I'd be interested to check out like a new shooter that's not Overwatch.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
No, Titanfall would be your safe bet then. Like, that's a good way to.
Being the designated anti-multiplayer guy, I did walk out every once in a while and saw you playing the single player campaign with like the time bullshit.
Yeah.
That looked cool.
It was fucking
I'm not gonna
fun.
lie, that looked like the campaign looked like it was pretty.
The campaign had mechanics like every other level or almost every third level they added some kind of new mechanic that would just kind of be there, for like one mission. Really cool. They added a lot of really interesting things.
Yeah, how is the campaign? I didn't want to ask that.
Amazing.
Awesome.
And it's a platformer. It is a platformer shooter.
It has platforming elements.
Yeah.
Because so with you have double jump and you have wall run. And so there's certain parts where you have to wall run, but if you jump wrong, you will hit like electricity and die. So you have to time things and get certain kinds of jumps. There's a time travel mechanic where you can flip from one reality to the next. So as you're jumping, you have to flip from one reality to the other one so you land safely.
Oh, that platform was there, now it's
not.
Yeah,
in one reality it's on fire. So when you go to land on it, you have to switch at the last second. Or you have to jump off it real quick because you're being shot at. There's really cool mechanics in the single player.
You have my interest because you said platform.
I know. Seriously.
It is definitely a platform.
Towards the end of the game, there are like moving platforms you have to run and jump off of, and it's good.
I'm trying to hold on to my money. Stop.
No, dude.
Shut up and take my money.
Stop this madness.
It won't be on sale like this again for a long time. So buy it, dude.
If it's $35, you'd be stupid not to buy that game.
Pretty much.
You'd be stupid not to buy that right now.
Honestly, playing the game, it made me feel. There's really no comparison in terms of gameplay. It made me feel like when I first played Halo 1 and Halo 2. It had that kind of I was like, what's going to happen next? This is interesting. I'm in a new place. I don't really know what's going on, and I want to know more. Yeah. It had that kind of gripping.
But you kind of feel like this unstoppable being.
Dude, once you get in the Titan,
yeah.
Well, in every couple of missions, again, you would get a new kind of Titan. And then you could pick between those Titans. So if you're in a scenario where you're like, this Titan is not doing great, I'm going to switch on the fly. Mm-hmm. And you just get a new Titan to fight the other boss. And
What?
Dude, they did such a good job in this campaign. It was one of the best campaigns I had ever played.
You're sure like, fuck this Titan.
Yeah, you can switch your loadouts on the fly.
Immediately. It switches within seconds. You're like this, because there's a fire Titan that shoots like a gas grenade, then you light it on fire, and then, there's like AoE. But if that's not really working for the Titan you're fighting, you're like, I need the heavy, laser beam, fuck shit up Titan right now, and you just switch.
Look at his face.
Yeah. It's super fun, dude. It's probably the best single player shooter I've played. I mean,
since COD 4.
I don't even know.
Since COD 4.
I don't want to toot your horn here, but it sounds like you're saying this is better than Battlefield 1. I haven't heard you talk about this.
Hold on, Drew.
We're talking about this
Hold
game.
on. We're talking about the campaign specifically right now.
Okay.
I've only played one level of the Battlefield campaign so far. Okay. So I don't really have a good 1-to-1 ratio. And again, this is a campaign where you're in mechs and have laser beams versus World War One.
Well, why didn't they fucking make Titans for World War One?
Right? I know, obviously.
Alternate history.
So I've heard great things about the Battlefield 1 campaign.
It is good.
The multiplayer is a fucking blast. I have also played way more multiplayer in Battlefield 1 than Titanfall. I'm going to probably switch out this week because I want to mix it up.
I want to give more time to Titanfall 2 this week.
But for you specifically, I guess, Drew, I would say get Titanfall before you get Battlefield 1 because of the kind of games you like to play and the fact that you like platforming. So.
I played the shit out of Battlefield 1942. I played the shit out of Battlefield 2. I didn't really play any Battlefield 3. I bought Battlefield 4, played the campaign, and I was like,
the campaign sucks for Battlefield
fine.
4. It was terrible.
It was okay.
No, it was not.
It was okay.
Bad.
I've loved basically everything I played for Battlefield 1 so far. The first mission of the campaign was fucking crazy. It was intense, and you kept dying over and over, and you switch to a new perspective, and you die that character, and it was awesome.
What you said for Titanfall 2 was way more.
Yeah, you need to get
that.
Every time I walked out, it was cool. Yeah, every time I came out, I'm like, what are you doing now, Logan?
Buy both of them. Buy both games because they're very different experiences and they are very different concepts of multiplayer.
If I was a listener for this podcast and I said, Logan Smith, what if I have only $60 I've been saving up for months and months, and I want to either play Titanfall 2 or Battlefield 1, and I like shooter games, and I play multiplayer and I play campaign games, what should I spend my $60
If you've been
on?
saving up for months and you only have $60, you need a new job.
If you're-
That's my first thing to say.
I'm an 8-year-old child, you fuck.
Well, if you're an 8-year-old child, go buy a
No,
G-rated
no,
game.
I have $60.
Go buy Viva Pinata.
I have $60 and I want to either buy Titanfall 2 or Battlefield 1, and I like the campaign and multiplayer.
God, this is a rough question.
No,
Titanfall,
well,
because
this
it's
is
cheaper
what we're
right
here
now.
to do is
I-
answer the real questions.
God
I'm gonna
damn.
answer this. I'm
Okay,
gonna
what do you
answer
got,
this. Okay, if you're using that logic, that scenario,
If you're a gamer on a budget and you have $60,
if you want the best of both worlds, Titanfall 2, for sure, because you get an amazing campaign. The Battlefield 1 campaign, while it is good, it does not hold a candle to the Titanfall 2 campaign. Titanfall 2 is leaps and bounds better.
Yeah, I feel like I'm betraying myself, but I might have to agree because
Yeah,
the campaign was so good for Titanfall.
And there are so many different mechanics that Titanfall incorporates into the gameplay that just make it a fucking blast.
For
to
multiplayer
play.
as well?
Yeah, for
Yeah.
multiplayer, for both campaign and multiplayer.
you've reinstilled my faith in the Titanfall franchise.
Dude, I'm
Yeah.
saying it's back, man. It's
It's
a
back.
great second entry to the thing, and like again, PlayStation players get it too, which is a whole market they missed out on originally. So if they were on the fence, buy
Oh,
it.
fuck, I can play that game too?
Super
I didn't
good.
know
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Did you
On
seriously not know that?
PlayStation.
No, I didn't know
Yeah,
that
you
Titanfall
can buy it
came
from
out on
PS4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We went on a super long tangent.
Super long
Do you
tangent,
have
but-
anything else worth?
Yes, I played a little bit of Siege last night, and then
Yes.
I didn't get a chance to play New Operators yet, but
Well, they came out I think today.
Today.
And you have to have the season pass for the first week of their release.
today is Thursday, November 17th. We're recording this, and then most important of all, we got back into Mass Effect 3 multiplayer.
Oh my God, we did.
We did.
Because Josh is trying to finish up, and
God, no, dude.
I just came.
You got
Me and
that
Josh
engineer
had
going.
Me and Josh had a good thing going the other night with like using.
Yeah, we did, and then we played Mass Effect 3
Yeah,
multiplayer.
No, using the tech combos on the Reapers and shit.
It was so great.
It was so great.
Me and Worth were handling that shit.
When were you guys playing that?
You were-
earlier this week.
You started with PVZ, I think.
But you
and
were
then
playing
you were
Spelunky.
then you were on Plex. You
You
were
were-
in the party, and you said,
You
"No,
were
I'm
playing
playing this."
Spelunky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I was just curious when you guys played, because I know Disco filed for bankruptcy shortly after.
He bought all the DLC.
Just-
Yeah, because they bought all those boxes.
Oh, dude.
I keep forgetting that's a running joke between this group.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
When
For
he
for those of you
dropped
that are-
$60 on it, and then he came back the next day and dropped 70 more multiplayer only.
Yeah. For those of you that are just now joining us, Disco has collectively spent probably close to like $300
Who
on Mass
knows,
Effect
yeah.
3 for multiplayer
I
content.
paid $300 for a Rock Band fucking drum
Well,
set.
there you go,
so
man.
I'm just
All
saying.
from buying equipment packs.
No regrets.
No regrets.
Exactly.
Keep in mind,
Not good.
Mass Effect 3 had all free multiplayer DLC. All of it.
Oh, wait. Another thing about Titanfall 2 is all the DLC is free.
Yes.
Sorry. So,
Beat!
the season pass.
So yeah, there you go, Drew.
The
If you
season
need any
pass
more
is
reason to
entirely
buy the game, like,
There you go.
come on.
I mean,
$35, all free DLC. Come on. What are you doing?
EA's
words,
been
go
doing
and log
multiplayer
on.
games right. I mean, PvZ.
This isn't EA.
Come on, dude. Get with the times.
It's not EA. Doesn't have any part of.
Oh
this
shit!
at
No,
all.
no. I was thinking. Yeah, EA. This is an EA published game. Yeah, it is EA. Yep. Titanfall is
Respawn
EA.
game, EA published
My
game.
bad. Yes.
PvZ.
They
And you
did
know,
PvZ
okay,
too. Yes.
we'll move on from Titanfall after this, but I remember like a few, like when they announced that they were kind of releasing it around the same time as Battlefield 1, I was worried because Battlefield 1 was going to overshadow it. I don't think so. Like they
I
made
think in sales it has.
it probably has overshadowed it in sales, but you know, as far as like in sheer terms of quality of the games, they're both equally amazing.
Oh yeah.
Like
Yeah.
so, you know, good job EA. You know, releasing them when you did. Like,
Also, I've seen Battlefield 1 commercials on TV.
I said Titanfall on TV.
Not as much as Battlefield 1.
Dude, no,
Probably not.
Buffalo
No,
Wild.
I mean, I'm just being
Buffalo
serious
Wild
about it.
Wings is plugging the shit out of Titanfall
Yeah,
2.
I actually
Yeah.
went to B-Dubs yesterday and
Yeah.
have a Titanfall 2
The game fuel is for
Box.
Titanfall 2 now.
for my wings.
Yeah.
Do you get double XP or something like
Yes,
that?
I have
Okay.
about 25 of those codes put
You
in
did?
right now. Yeah.
I gave you another cap.
And I
'cause
have
I
about
got one.
10 or 11
Put it on
more
your
that I got to put in. I
All
think
right.
it expires before the end of the year, so I got to start playing that.
Logan,
much now.
Logan has a problem.
I
does have a
love
problem.
Game Fuel.
Nice of you to join us, Josh. You haven't been talking for like 20
Yeah,
minutes.
because you fucks don't shut the fuck up.
Yeah, speaking of which, Logan actually is. What have you been playing?
Yeah, what have you been playing, Logan? I'm done.
This is Titanfall and Battlefield, which we talked about a lot in playing those.
Yeah.
I played some Siege the other couple of days. New operators come out, I think today. I started downloading the update, which should have those new operators.
How big?
6 point something gigs,
I'm
but
gonna have
it's
to- I'm gonna have to download it.
Two
Yes,
new operators,
yes,
and
dude.
is there a new map too?
there's a new map. It is like a Japan based one. I believe it's like the building. The map itself is in. It's like a 4 or 5 story building. Like it's like a vertical map.
opening up
What?
like traditional like the Japanese.
Yeah, it's like a
buildings and all that
Japanese
shit. Oh, serious?
style
Oh, that's so
building. Yeah.
cool.
You know what I think?
Yeah.
You know what I think would be cool if you're scaling a glass skyscraper, like
You
you know,
mean the
the gla-
Imperial Palace
like
bullshit.
have the little like glass cutter thing. You know what I'm talking
Pretty
about?
cool.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
like the suction thing that sticks to the glass, and then you have that little arm that gets out, and it like makes a perfect circle.
Like you
in the
could
glass.
stealth breach
Yeah,
a room because
that would be
breaching rooms is super loud because you have
Yeah.
to destroy the barricade and then jump in. So
Yeah, if like
there's
if
no
you could-
quiet way to do it.
Yeah, Ubisoft, if you're listening, fucking make that happen.
Well,
Yeah, Tom Cruise says do that.
Tom Cruise.
Did you have some-
You said there's 2 new operatives.
Yes.
Do you have any differentiating features or
So the attacker, which I said I wanted this like months ago. It is do you know thermite?
Yeah.
True. One where you can breach like the metal barricades.
Yes.
Apparently, this new one is like a thermite that you can shoot from a distance.
So it's like Thermite and Ash combined.
Yes.
Yeah.
I wanted that because like Thermite is the only character that can do that. I was like, they gotta have a second one to kind of add variety to the gameplay.
That's kind of cool.
Yes,
actually.
yeah, I'm super excited to try that one. So it's like a Ash Thermite
Okay.
hybrid.
Yeah.
I
You
believe.
talking about like the metal barriers when you do like
Yeah.
the little crowbar bullshit?
No,
Like, when
that is
It's over windows and doors.
no,
like-
no, 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 no. The metal barricade is only walls.
Mhm.
Well, that's what I
Castle.
mean. The
That's
one
what he's
where
talking
you,
Oh,
about.
No,
I was
the-
thinking of Castle. You're
The
right.
crowbar one is like a bulletproof barricade, but you can still like destroy it with grenades or with a hammer for
Oh,
sledge.
okay.
It's like a Kevlar
So-
barrier.
Wait, so
Yeah.
this new I can't remember her name, but the new attacker can destroy the metal barricade, which only one other character could do that. The defender, I believe, I read
He
it
said
was,
he had like a sonar or something.
I think it disrupts like the enemy player or it stuns them or something.
Yeah.
It wasn't super clear from what I read. I was like, I don't really know exactly what it means. I think it like is like a stun drone. Might have that wrong. When I play it next week, I clear that up because I'm
Right.
not.
throw down one of the little like camera dudes.
I
and
think
then
it's
you
like a
can,
camera
stun-
drone,
yeah, and
and
then
then
you
it-
can like
it, like,
stun
yes.
people while.
I think
so. You can stay near the hostage or the bomb, and then you can still actually do shit.
You can
while
still-
you are sitting there, just sit next to it.
I think
That's
so.
a
at
cool
least.
idea for a class.
Yes.
I dig that.
So
Does this come out next week or is this out now?
I believe the update I got today was for these new operators.
Because I read on the sheet that it's a 7-day exclusive for season pass holders.
Yes. Yeah, if you have the season pass, you get the operators early. The map is for everybody.
Which I am a season pass
Well,
holder.
fucking let's play, dude. Let's fucking play this
Let's-
shit.
Let's play tomorrow.
Oh god, yes.
Let's play tomorrow.
Yes. I'm all about that.
I'm out there.
I fucking love
Yeah,
Siege so
me.
much. Go home and download this tonight, Drew.
Okay.
Download it tonight. We'll play
Okay.
tomorrow. I fucking love Siege
Yeah.
so much.
I haven't played in a while, so I'm
Yeah.
kind of itching to get back into it. Get my shooter on.
Be
It's
patient
good.
with them. Be
Dude.
patient.
Get
Oh,
Titanfall 2
patient.
first.
Well, dude, me and Drew played before. He's pretty good. You know what he's doing.
I'm okay.
Yeah,
What-
but
what
you
level
know the
are you?
maps like inside
Nah.
and out. Like I've seen you like
I haven't
tear.
played a shit.
I'm not kidding.
I don't mean to brag.
I wanted to look into possibly like seeing what it would take to be a pro in this game. Like, I play this a lot. I'm pretty good at it. So
Well, I'm just saying in general, like you played the game enough where I've seen like people on your team, like they put up a barricade and you're like, no, fuck that. And then
Yeah.
you just tear it down. You're like, this is the stupidest place to put that.
yeah, I'm like, you fucked up. This does not go here. Let me tell you what to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I played it a lot.
Let me tell you what to do by team killing you and putting a bullet in your brain.
that's different.
I don't do that.
Yeah, you do.
What?
I have only ever team killed for people who've team killed me first. I have shot people and injured them to tell them they're being stupid before. I did not kill them.
I'm not saying you weren't within your rights. I'm just
Right.
telling it like it is.
My
No, but-
roommate, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, right?
My
It's
roommate.
they put a barricade. It's like, you fucking I'd shoot them and then tear down their barricade and be like, don't do that. And then they'd probably kill me because they got mad at me. So
Yeah.
other
But you got
than-
your point across.
Exactly, yes. I played some Skyrim.
course.
I played Watch Dogs and Dishonored 2. I guess Watch Dogs 2. I played both of those this week.
How's Dishonored 2?
It's really fun. It seems to be very similar to the first one, even in kind of like the story starts, shit goes down, you go to sleep, then you get visited by the Outsider, which is like literally the exact same formula for the first game.
I am the Decider.
Decider? No. Shut up.
Outsider.
Get it? No. So it seems like it's very similar in terms of tone so far, but it looks really good. It plays really smoothly. If you like the first one, you're probably gonna love the second one. The reviews on it have been great, so I'm super excited to get more into it. I only played maybe 2 hours.
I heard IGN didn't really give it a favorable review.
Do we really care?
It's
I mean,
IGN.
Obviously, nobody blew the person on IGN. So,
You know what game
Right.
they did give a good review?
There was
though?
a favors traded
Titanfall
for.
2.
I mean, I've heard that game's been getting outrageous reviews everywhere. so.
Phenomenal.
But no,
reviews.
Dishonored, I think it's a pretty solid 8 or 9 on average for most places. So it's been a lot of fun.
If you're a fan of the series, you'd recommend
Oh,
it
absolutely,
in
yeah.
general? Yeah.
Because
I mean,
it
yeah.
takes us 15 years after the first one. You get to pick between the new Empress, who was the little girl in the first game, or Corvo, the hero from the first one. They have pretty different powers, but still similar, so you can kind of do the same mechanics, but just they go about things a different way.
You were saying that earlier too, like you get to play two different characters, but obviously it's your first time playing, so you don't know for sure. Like I asked, hey, is replay value there? And you're like, well, I don't know if you just do the same mission as either character or if there's actually different aspects.
Yeah, so
To
I
what
don't
you
know
should.
exactly to what extent things are different. But I'm playing as Emily, so I'm playing a different kind of character than the first game, so I'm going to see how that goes.
Awesome.
So I'm going to try to do more stealth with her. Then when I'm Corvo, I'm going to kill everybody. It's going to be a massacre bloodbath.
There's our Logan.
Oh,
you know,
God.
huh?
It's going to be insanity. I'm going to
Welcome
kill
back, Logan.
literally everybody. So,
Welcome back.
So yeah, Watch Dogs 2 is also a lot of fun. Again, if you like the first one, you like the second one. I feel like they got the control scheme better on Watch Dogs 2.
Oh, sure.
It seems to flow. It's way funnier. The characters are a little more like energetic and more fun. Where Aiden Pierce in the first one is super like brooding and intense, and it's
like cocky asshole or
he just was he's been through shit. He doesn't care. He's ready to fuck shit up and get things done. In this game, you're like a part of a hacker group who are trying to like get the public involved and overthrow the people who are running the CTOS, which is like the network that runs over the whole country. It's way more fun so far.
Nice.
So yeah, it's a good game. I think that's all I've been playing though.
Yeah.
I think
Sure.
I played like a tiny bit of Rocket League, but who cares?
Yeah,
Josh,
Rocket League. We're over Rocket League.
What?
Pretty
What? It's my turn to talk.
you could contribute at
Yes,
any point
you-
in this conversation.
Could I though?
Yes, you could.
Could
Yeah,
I?
you could.
Stay off your phone.
good.
Unbelievable.
What have you been playing?
This week it's been pretty straightforward. Mass Effect 3 multiplayer, obviously. I just came again.
I did that too. I totally forgot.
Yeah.
Actually,
Oh.
when Worth and Josh were on one side of the map, just fucking shit up, me and Disco were on the other side holding it down. So
Yeah.
that was one of the best runs of gold I had done.
It was tech on one side, biotics on the other.
Biotic Soldier, we were doing grenades and like damage over time stuff.
Yeah.
It was
So
pretty fun.
Yeah, me and Josh were like we're trying to like work.
We
We're
did work.
trying to get explosions to happen. Like you would hit rhinos and stuff, or not rhinos, but brutes. I mean, with incinerate, and then I use my little tech burst thing with my Slayer, and just explosions for days.
It went exceedingly well for what? How many people had not played that map before? 2 of us. Me and Disco had never played that map before.
I think so.
We'd never played that map before. We were fighting the Reapers on gold, and we did exceedingly well. We did not get the extraction
Full
bonus.
I died at the very
I
last
wonder
second.
why.
I was in cover. I don't know how I died, and then I'm like
I made it just fine, and I was exactly where you were, Worth. So you have no excuse. I did just fine. So anyway, besides Mass Effect 3 multiplayer, which is amazingly fun, that's literally the only thing that I have left. Other than doing the
final mission.
I'm about to go confront the elusive man.
Oh.
Ooh.
You still got like 2 missions left.
So
Martin
it's-
Sheen.
I'm going into the final act, we should say.
Yes.
Going into the
the
final
point of no return.
the point of no return, the final act.
How many characters in multiplayer are at 20 for you? Level 20.
Only 2.
Okay. You get 3 to 4 up there, then you can promote them all at once, and you'll be set. So
yeah. Only 3 to 4. My readiness is right around 80% right now.
That's
so.
good.
What's
That's
up,
good.
Jared?
That's pretty
So you're at ISS.
No,
That's number 2.
That's Mass Effect
That's
2.
Mass Effect 2.
Oh, okay, okay.
I don't know
You're
what
thinking
he's
of
talking
IFF.
about.
IFF, yeah.
IFF.
The Reaper
Oh, yeah.
IFF.
No, that's
right,
Mass Effect 2.
Yeah.
That's Mass Effect 2. That's not Mass Effect 3.
In 3,
Okay.
the do or die mission is when they tell you, like, go find the elusive man's base.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, my second question
And then you
is
bang
how
whoever your love interest is.
how fucking wet are your pants after seeing a Banshee for the first time?
Well, at first, it was horrifying.
Oh, God.
Terrifying creatures.
It
It's
was-
the scariest multiplayer thing.
It was-
It's terrifying.
Yeah.
Like seeing that for the first time and like it grabbing you and fucking like destroying
Like,
you.
like just gut fucking you with its wrist.
Yeah, it basically just runs its whole arm through your stomach and you instantly die. So yeah, that was kind of horrifying, especially because they teleport everywhere. But now, especially in single player, they don't scare me at all. Like
No,
my
right, yeah.
my Mass Effect Shepard, my Mass Effect 3 Shepard is incredibly OP. I took down 3 Atlases by myself in the battle simulator on the Citadel DLC.
Mhm.
So it's just absurd how crazy strong my party is. So I don't really give a fuck about Banshees. Now in multiplayer, I give them a little more respect, but overall, I'm not really scared of them. I kind of know how to handle them.
Sorry.
So,
That fan service keeps you going.
dude, did
Yeah.
you see me kite that one Banshee around that one
Right,
pillar at that map
yeah.
that we were going the other day? And I was just laughing hysterically. I was just like, oh my god, like it's still following me. Like I kept this Banshee distracted for like a good 1 to 2 minutes while you guys were around fucking with other shit.
Keep in mind, Josh was using probably one of the squishiest character in our party.
It was a Quarian engineer, actually. And
Yeah.
yes, it was very, very squishy. I still did plenty of work, though, so I'm good with that. Other than Mass Effect 3, I did start playing Super Meat Boy.
Beat.
Bait.
So
Super Beat Boy.
Super B-Boy is so fucking
He
awesome.
said it.
Super Meat Boy is legit.
Oh,
I
it's
mean,
a
like
great game.
I've played it before, so I knew how good of a platformer it was. But what I'm trying to do with this playthrough, and I've never gotten past the first world in Super Meat Boy. So what I'm trying to do is just kind of do a couple of levels here and there, and then just save it and turn it off, and just kind of get through it gradually. Because it's intense as fuck and it makes my palms sweaty.
How many
And-
controllers have you broken playing that game?
None yet. The only controller the only time I've ever come close to breaking a controller was playing Rocket League. And still to this day, even today, I was so mad that I punched my footstool and even Sean witnessed it.
Sean's asleep.
Sean even witnessed it that like what I was dealing with was bullshit. So
Yeah.
what's up, Drew?
So if you enjoy Super Meat Boy, I suggest you enjoy The Binding of Isaac
Correct.
Rebirth.
Yeah, but I want to play Enter the Gungeon before I buy
Oh,
Isaac,
no.
though.
Fucking hell.
Isaac was done by Edmund McMillan, the same guy who did Meat Boy.
I
It's
don't doubt that
amazing.
it's a great game. It doesn't come down to like me wanting to play it or not. It just comes down to money, strictly, honestly.
Oh, yeah.
Because
We both have Enter the Gungeon.
They're-
dude, Final Fantasy 15 comes out in like 2 weeks?
13 days.
Oh my fucking
13
god!
days.
There
I'm
will-
sorry, 12 days.
I will
apologize,
literally-
12 days.
I will literally be playing nothing else when that game comes out. It is strictly going to be that game and that game only.
We have a blood oath.
So yeah, Blood Oath.
A blood oath.
Gungeon
Oath.
and Isaac are both the same price.
Shouldn't he play Isaac first because that was first, like chronologically, so you could kind of get that experience?
Gungeon is not made by Edmund McMillan.
I understand that, but you were kind of comparing the two in the same realm of gameplay, and so
They're similar to the tune of when you play Gungeon and Isaac. They're both games where you can hop in, and they're both dungeon crawlers, and they're randomly generated games. Just like Spelunky, like all those games are similar because they're different each time you play them in terms of like the dungeon that you're exploring,
Makes sense.
the weapons you get, the upgrades you get. They're just fucking great games, and Ed McMillan knows what the fuck he's doing when making games, and Meat Boy is incredible.
Yeah. And I have seen gameplay footage of Binding of Isaac, so I'm like, it's a fantastic game from what I've seen so far. Pat and
I
I
have it on my
watched-
tablet if you want to play it.
Oh no shit, it's on tablet. I actually
Well,
didn't.
Yeah,
know
it
that.
is.
It's really
It's
not
on
like
DS, son.
it's not crazy like graphically wise.
Well,
so like
graphics don't mean shit to me.
No,
so.
I mean like my crappy little tablet that I have in my room that can like play Hearthstone at medium settings. I can actually play Binding of Isaac on that.
That's pretty cool.
Like,
Like,
legitly,
like
like-
I might take you up on that actually, but as far as Super Meat Boy is concerned, I actually found a warp zone, which I did not know.
Yeah.
I didn't know existed in that game. So that was really cool. Like I just kind of stumbled upon it, and it jumped me. I was on level 1, and it jumped me to like level 7 or level 8 on the first world. So that was pretty cool. Like I cleared the first world in less than an hour. So
I get to take on the Dark World.
some of the levels I completed in one go, like no problem whatsoever, one try, and then there were others that took me like 20 tries or more to get through just because I was making stupid mistakes. But in short, Super Meat Boy is fucking awesome. I love it. It's a great game. So I'm kind of playing that on the short term. Other than that, I tried to play a little bit of Skyrim this week. I honestly, every time I loaded Skyrim, I had something else I was doing. So,
Logan's like, no excuse.
It's true.
No
Well,
excuse.
Fuck
When it
your
snows, we
excuses.
play Skyrim. It hasn't
Yes.
snowed yet.
When it's
I
snowed.
know.
It has not snowed
Actually,
yet.
the weather says Saturday. I think.
yeah, I know, dude. I heard.
Snow flurries tomorrow.
Woo!
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I
Tomorrow
thought it was,
morning.
it was Friday or Saturday. Sorry.
Tomorrow morning it's supposed to snow flurry.
When it
Sorry.
snows,
Well,
play
fucking-
Skyrim. We know.
I'll
that.
play Skyrim before we play Siege then, and then we'll be fine. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it's snowing, it's Skyrim time. So,
Pretty
Um,
much.
other than that, I did play a little bit of Rocket League. Not too horribly much. There were a couple of games I bought this week that I did not play. I bought DMC Definitive Edition because it was on sale for $9 on Xbox Live, and actually got a $1.50 discount through Xbox Rewards. So I only paid like a little over $8 for it.
Was that the
So-
newest Devil
Yeah,
May Cry?
yeah.
Or
Yes, it's the newest Devil May
like
Cry.
the
with-
one where he has black hair instead of silver hair?
Yes, but
Yeah,
it,
the
yeah.
origin, like
Yeah,
the like
yeah,
the origin
alright.
story.
it
yeah.
does include all of the DLC though, so you can actually wear his Dante costume from the get-go, which means he has white hair and the red coat,
That's right.
even if he's on Devil Trigger mode.
I just love that cinematic thing where in the intro, like the wig accidentally hits him and he's looking at himself in the mirror and then he's like,
Yeah, he's
"Nah,
like,
never
yeah,
mind."
screw
he just
that. Right.
throws it aside.
Yeah, so I bought DMC Definitive Edition, and I also bought Devil May Cry 4, the Ultimate Edition, which comes with like 300,000 orbs, all the DLC for Devil May Cry 4, all the characters, all the campaigns. It comes, I mean, literally everything, and that was only like $17. Because I traded my old copy in when I traded in my 360, and I was like, I have to have all the Devil May Cry games. Like, I can't not do it. I got DMC 1, 2, and 3 in the Humble Bundle whenever I got it on the PlayStation Network. And so I needed 4 and the reboot to complete my collection.
Nice.
So I did buy those. Other than that, I really didn't play anything like that extraordinary this week. That's kind of it for me, really. So
Real quick, I did read that the Defender in Siege does have like some kind of ultrasonic blast to disorient attackers. So the drone can drive around and also can like basically fly up and perch on walls and stuff. So you can get to good vantage points where someone breaches a room and they walk in, then you just blast them with this kind of
Nice.
disorienting.
Stun him real quick
Yeah.
to get a couple hits
So,
in. Nice.
yeah.
That's-
so there
that's
you go.
dope.
Yeah.
Is
so
it like camera based though?
it's like a drone, so you see
So,
through
like-
the camera. So
Can you switch back and forth like really fast?
if you
like that?
did, yes, you would basically lose control of your camera, and then you'd be back to shooting things.
Gotcha.
And then if you want to go back to the drone, then you switch back. So
Gotcha.
yeah, yep. So
Sweet.
so I made Josh laugh
Yeah.
off camera. So
I,
oh, Mike.
My turn?
Yeah.
It is your turn.
Drew?
I have to leave, but I wanted to say something before I go.
You got it.
I just want to say, fuck you, Nintendo.
Yeah, before we go into
Oh.
We'll get to
Me and
why.
Josh might have something to talk
Like,
about that.
that's-
Some choice words this week.
I want to get super heated. Like you've had a whole console generation to come up with a new Zelda game, and you decide to delay it. When your new console is coming out, like I don't know how many years. What has it been, like 3 years something like
At
that.
least, right?
You can make it.
Yeah.
Do you
at
count the
least.
Wii U as a console though?
No. What? I mean,
You
it's
don't.
it's a console that had a 3-year lifespan to come out with a Zelda game, and they fuck it up. Like, I'm sorry. I don't want to get into a whole thing because I gotta go, but I
feel
like,
you. Trust me, I'm feeling
dude,
the pain.
I want to get a Switch, but you've literally fucked a bunch of people that are so
that
stoked
wanted
for
to buy
a new
it for
Zelda
that
game.
reason. Yeah.
Like, I'll get it when it comes out, but like, you just delayed your fucking initial launch console sales by a shit ton.
Keep in mind, Drew, that it's only, what is it, like a 1 or 2 month delay? It's only a 1 or 2 month delay, so it's technically coming out like within the initial launch period. It's just not coming out with the console.
I'm just disappointed. Like,
Oh, I'm with you, dude. I'm totally disappointed, but at the same time, it's like if you only need 1 or 2 months to make a better Zelda game, I mean, my hands
know.
are up. I can't complain.
It's fine,
Yeah,
but
this is fine.
I just want to play my Zelda game. And you know what? That's fine, whatever, because I'm sure they'll do their typical Nintendo thing where they release like a limited batch of consoles at launch, where they have plenty manufactured. It's just they want to generate interest and demand for their product. And a couple months down the road, fine, whatever. I'll pick one up. Give me Zelda. Let's fucking go. But on that note, I'll fucking dip out. And Nintendo, you're breaking my balls. But
That's right.
I want to play your Breath of the Wild game. What have you been playing this week, Pat?
What have I been playing?
Bye, Drew.
It
Bye,
was
Drew.
Drew's birthday yesterday too, by the way.
Yeah, happy 30th birthday, Drew.
Thanks, man.
He's old.
He's not that old.
Yeah. Well, we're all close to that age.
Age is just a number.
And so is jail. Jail's just a room.
True that.
Speaking from experience, bro.
I like that. Didn't John Wayne Gacy say that or something?
Rachel
I don't know.
Blockhead.
Maybe.
Oh my god!
Josh, I didn't think I was gonna break you with that.
Oh man! Oh my god! I can't wait till we're dead.
That was fucking great.
All right, Pat, what have you been playing?
You know, I actually do have a story about that, but I will tell you later.
Giggity.
Giggity.
This is Patrick. What have I been playing this week? I played actually one of the free PSN games this month. It only took me a day and a half to play and beat entirely. I played Everyone's Gone to the Rapture.
Ooh, how is that actually? I mean, I've heard good things. I never played it.
To be honest, and this is, you know me, I'm all about story and all that stuff. Story was amazing. Graphically, fucking awesome. Like, immersive.
Sweet.
You know, like, very well done. I'm going to use this term, as some people have said before. I'm not going to lie. It's a walking simulator.
Oh, you tell me about this.
Like, there's no... Like, basically what you're doing is you're just following this orb of light. And as you follow it, it proceeds down the main path of the game. If you want to go check out other buildings, you can. But there's no, like, interactive, like, objects, really, besides, like, phones to listen to, like, dialogue. Everything's dialogue-based. There's no real, like, action gameplay.
No, like cutscenes really or anything?
Nope.
No.
It's just straight up just immersive experience, like, all the way through. It's really not that long a game. As I said, I beat it in, like, a day and a half because I had to go to bed that night, and then I woke up the next day and I finished the rest of it.
Nice.
Story was great. I really did enjoy it. A lot of human elements. You know, people lying, people being, you know, kind, people being people as normal.
So is there a lot of, like, is there a moral choice element to this, or is it just like straight cutscene?
Nope,
it's a straight story.
It's literally just straight up story. Like I said, it's walking simulator, as a lot of people like give. Like, you know how people gave
Final Fantasy 13.
Well, no, that actually had gameplay to it. The Stanley Parable.
Okay.
You know how Stanley Parable was like, okay, just walk forward, and whatever happens, just happens.
And the narrator would change his comments based on based on your actions. That okay.
Not to that extreme point as it was, but everyone goes to the Rapture. It's literally just walking and just experiencing what happens.
Nice.
For a free to play game, loved it all the way through. Definitely glad I did not spend money on that.
I was just say, that doesn't sound like a game I would spend money on.
Yeah, no, it was really fun to play all the way through though. I really did enjoy it.
Gotcha.
While I was doing it. Been playing some Metal Gear Solid 5 because
really?
because I never truly actually beat like the actual main mission. Because I had to free up some gameplay space when I was doing some other games, so I reinstalled it.
Did you start from scratch, though?
I did start from scratch, because it's been a while since I played the game, and obviously that game itself, like, you really gotta like, you gotta learn while you play.
I don't know, like, I can't tell if I beat the game or not. I'm serious.
That's ridiculous.
No, I can't, because first off, the game's not complete. Because they fucking canned Kojima before they could finish it.
I remember us talking about that. That's also ridiculous.
So I have all these fucking side missions that I'm supposed to complete, but I'm thinking, do I need to do all these side missions before I can continue on? Because the last mission that I left off on, Quiet.
Did you fight the Rex, the Metal Gear?
Yeah.
Yeah, I never even got that far.
Yeah, I fought the Rex.
No.
And I killed Skullface. So. Like, but there was more that happened at that. So I'm like, did I beat the game? Like, what did I do? I don't know.
Yeah, I
don't know if
you
this
game. Do a lot of side missions.
I'm like, I don't know if I finish this or not. Like, what's the deal? I don't know. It's a weird. I love Metal Gear. I love Metal Gear 5. Like, the gameplay is great, but the story's imperfect because it wasn't finished.
Yeah, obviously. My biggest thing was the reason why I reinstalled it is to be a distraction until fucking Final Fantasy 15 comes out.
Yeah.
As usual. But a magical thing happened today, ladies and gentlemen.
Dun dun dun.
I've been checking updates on my PlayStation
Oh,
for
shit.
Almost 12 days total.
We've heard about it literally every day.
Jungle.
It's a thing that Pat's been checking on every single day, and every day when it's not there, Pat dies a little inside.
He loses his mind for like 15 seconds.
He literally does. He's like, "It's not here.
All right.
It's not here."
What is it then, Pat?
Finally, Fallout 4 mods are available on PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
Success.
Goddamn ties.
Finally.
Success, baby.
Finally, yes.
Well,
Finally.
not really success. I mean, it's only like
No, it's
a
not-
quarter
I know,
of the
it's not a
mods that
success.
Xbox has for Fallout 4. But,
Well,
what can you do?
You gotta.
taking what
Thanks a lot, Sony.
Scumbag Sony.
I'm taking what I can get, though. I mean, I
Thanks,
love the game
Obama.
in general. I just want to play the game. Again, it's a slight distraction because, as I said earlier, or we said earlier, me and Josh have, it's not a true blood oath, but it pretty much should be a blood oath about Final Fantasy 15.
I'm gonna slap the shit out of you if you are not playing Final Fantasy 15 when it comes out.
That's our rule, is anytime that we are both here and, like, let's say accidentally I'm just having lunch and I want to take a break and watch Parks and Recreation, if Josh hears that, he is allowed to come in and slap me in the face and be like, why are you not playing Final Fantasy 15 right now?
That's harsh. He's gonna be beating the shit out of each other.
It's
for a while, right?
But
It's a
man,
goal.
like, we need the motivation. Like I've been waiting so long. I remember that game when it was Final Fantasy Versus 13.
Yep.
Before it was even called Final Fantasy
know.
15. Like,
Yeah.
it's been almost 10 years. Like an entire console generation has come and gone. And this game is now being developed for the PlayStation 4. I literally can't say how excited I am.
You can't
about
even?
it. No, dude.
It's not just because of the anticipation either. Like, all the gameplay that we have seen and whatnot, like, you can tell.
Except that one demo.
Oh,
We
shut
can talk about
up.
that goddamn.
Shut
That guy
your
had no
mouth.
Just
idea
like-
what he was doing.
He's like, I got this. I got
It also got delayed 6 more months.
Logan,
Sorry,
okay, shut the fuck up. Okay, so, like,
Every gameplay demo we've seen, though, like, everything is, like, living up to the hype, to
Right.
be honest.
Like, what Logan is referring to is the E3 demo during Microsoft's press conference.
The live E3 demo.
Was it?
Make sure
Why?
I thought
E3
that was
demo.
their
Wow.
comments.
No, that was not during Square Enix's conference. That was
That was a Sony conference.
no.
It wasn't not the Sony conference.
It was
I
not the
thought
Sony.
it was.
It absolutely was not the Sony
It
conference.
was not
the
the Sony
Microsoft
conference.
conference.
Yeah, it was.
No,
it was Microsoft.
No,
Yeah,
it was,
it was.
and it's common for like Microsoft and Sony to showcase games that are multi-platform, and they wanted to do it for the Xbox because they were like, hey, don't forget about us, we're including Final Fantasy 15 as well. And the guy that they got to play that game was the biggest fucking piece of shit noob I've ever seen in my life. Like,
he was a suit. That's what he was. He was a suit.
I played the demo for like less than an hour, and I had already mastered every mechanic, and like he just couldn't perform. Like, we're talking like major performance issues. Okay,
Like, click square, hold it down. Guess what? You magically dodged
Oh my
the attack. Oh wait,
God.
he didn't do that multiple upon multiple.
it was
times.
embarrassing. Like, instead of showing like what kind of boss fights you can have in Final Fantasy 15, he not only embarrassed himself, but he embarrassed the game.
Yeah.
Like
He just got his shit rocked.
It was a pitiful piece of garbage the way that they showed that game during the press conference for Microsoft. Now, during Sony's press conference, it was a completely different story. However, just saying, if you did see this game at E3,
JS.
just saying, don't just ignore that. Ignore the press conference completely, because go online right now and just look up demos. Look up current demos of Final Fantasy 15 and you're gonna shit your fucking pants. It doesn't even matter if you're a fan of Final Fantasy or if you're a fan of Devil May Cry. It doesn't matter if you're a fan of open exploration sandbox. Like, you're gonna love this game. And honestly, in my Final Fantasy opinion, I believe that 15 is going to put Final Fantasy back on the RPG map where it fucking belongs.
I agree.
So I'm more than excited for it. I ordered the collector's edition, actually. So
Yeah.
I'm getting King's Clave, which is the Final Fantasy 15 CG movie.
Oh, yes.
Much like Advent Children. And that comes in a steelbook with the original game, art design, and it also comes with a Masamune DLC sword.
You get the soundtrack too.
For Noctis to use. I don't get the soundtrack, but
What?
I get the Masamune, bro. I get the fucking Masamune. I'm cool with that. But anyway, we got off on another tangent. I'm sorry.
No,
Finishing what I've been playing.
It's on topic.
In the same way, I just want to correct myself. I apologize. I said square when it came to the Xbox controller. I meant X when he was trying to dodge in E3.
Oh, right, yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
Come on,
Really?
Pat. Pay
I had to
Not that.
correct
That's
myself.
not that big of a
Think
discrepancy.
of all the one comments that we'll have that will call me out on that
it's
bullshit.
so funny that Pat
Right.
thinks that we're under that much scrutiny that anyone's even going to comment on our status or even watch the videos. Or
I would.
Ah.
I'd be like,
Right?
fuck you, Pat. What the
There's
fuck?
a square on the Xbox
Right,
controller.
we should go
Goddamn peasant. Yeah.
We should go on there under our personal accounts and just berate Pat for
Now I
no
am.
reason. Yeah, that sounds amazing.
I'm gonna send you a link. Be like, Pat, look what this asshole said. It's just,
Yeah.
it's just yelling.
Ah, that's so great.
So, anything else?
Yeah, just Fallout. Well, I'm gonna be playing Fallout. And everyone goes to the Rapture, and that's
Xenogears?
Yes, I'm still playing Xenogears.
As
Right
you
on.
say, like
I'm
you're trying to finish your
still
playthrough beforehand.
Continues. It's not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen.
It's not gonna happen.
Stop
You've
trying to
admitted
make
Xenogears is a big game, and unfortunately, it's old traditional RPG, so you gotta grind like a motherfucker every once in a while in that game.
Baby, grind with me.
Stop trying to make yearly Xenogears playthrough happen.
No, I was just.
It's not going
no,
to
I was
happen.
no. It could happen. I was just very lazy.
It's not happening.
I'll start in November.
If I would
right?
have started in like July, I would have
Jesus
been good.
Christ.
Right.
No, I'm not lying. Yeah, JRPGs back in the day were.
Oh,
freaking
they were no
ridiculous.
joke.
All right.
Yeah,
that's what we've been
no,
playing.
That's really
you,
all. I've
you
been playing.
long-winded fucks.
Pretty much, right?
Yeah.
So the kind of, I guess, first kind of, it's not even really news. It's just a thing that happened. Is Xbox turned 15 the other day.
15 years old.
The original Xbox came out 15 fucking years ago.
That
We can
me
get our
very
free
happy.
driver's license
It was
now.
a great day.
Right? Yeah.
Not the
I got my
true-
learner's permit.
Like,
Well, that-
Jesus,
okay,
learner's
Christ,
So-
we're old
Right.
as fuck.
No, that was back in 2001. And at the time the Xbox released, I was 13 years old.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
That's
We're all 13,
doing math, right?
13 years old.
Basically, Josh might have been 14.
Well, actually,
Yeah, I was 13.
I take that
What
back.
year?
2001. November 2001 was when the Xbox
15
released.
years
So how
ago.
old- how old
I'm
were you?
28 minus 15, then that's 13.
Stop it! I've been drinking.
But
Elementary math.
anyways,
Stop it! I've been drinking.
I guess Xbox users have spent over 100.5 billion hours playing Xbox since it came out.
And how many vaginas have they seen?
Oh.
Plenty.
Yeah.
Enough.
Enough.
All right.
Yeah. So
Enough?
Xbox players get laid. No, I'm
So-
kidding.
But yeah, so yeah, there's a lot of stats they released different. Like, there's been over almost 6 billion gamer score was achieved. The highest gamer score is 1.4 million from one player.
Gamer score?
Yeah. Like, my gamer score is at
What?
80,000 right now, and I've had it for 9 years.
My gamer score is at like 45,000.
Since achievements came out. So
Yeah.
I've been getting achievements since they came out.
Yeah.
Not for 50. Achievements were 360 generation.
I read an article pretty recently, actually, about a guy that obtained the world record for most achieved gamer score.
Okay.
Basically, he said that like when he wasn't working or taking care of his wife and kid, that he was trying to earn achievements.
Huh.
So like basically, it took many years of his life.
It's like buying a
to
bunch of
do
like,
that.
shitty games though in general though, isn't it?
Yeah,
that's
like,
Let's
basically
play Avatar: The Last Airbender. Blah blah blah.
that's
blah.
playing
It's
every
true.
game.
No, I
that's
no, I
playing
believe
literally
it.
every
That's
game.
that's playing Viva Pinata.
He
That's
literally
playing, like-
did it for the achievements.
Yeah.
So that's
He did it for the lulls.
yeah, he did it
For
for
the
the
lulz.
Did it for the achievements.
So
My favorite part about this in general is number of Xbox friendships made.
I was just gonna say that.
4 fucking billion.
Oh, that's super funny.
233,891,482. Guess what? I guarantee 75% of those are not correct.
Gamer score racked up.
My friends.
well,
Yeah.
it depends on what they're judging it by, but still,
No,
the
those are
fact-
friends made. I'm just saying
A-
how many
added-
of those friendships are actually
like
to
how
this day.
many people do you still play with? Like that you played with on like the old Xbox.
The thing
days?
is, you played with them at one time.
yeah.
No, I know.
At
I'm
one
making
point,
fun of
yeah,
that.
yeah.
I have actually made some lifelong connections.
I have too.
on
Yeah,
Xbox
I
Live.
have some very good friends of mine that live over in the UK that I met on 360.
Down World
I-
of Warcraft.
That,
I have
Yeah.
a friend. I have a couple of friends. One of my friends does live in the UK actually. That I played Left 4 Dead 2 with constantly. And then the other friend that I have that lives in New Jersey. She's pretty badass. Her and I played Left 4 Dead 2 together for hours and hours and hours and hours.
does she know about the podcast?
I'm not sure if she does or not. I actually sent her a message
Why
the other
not?
day and was like, "Listen, you have an Xbox One. Install Left 4 Dead 2 on your Xbox so we can play some more."
Nice.
Because we had such a blast playing.
Is
Left
that
4 Dead 2
backwards
together.
compatible?
It is.
It is now.
It
Yeah.
absolutely
Never
is.
know that.
Left 4 Dead 2 is probably one of my favorite shooters of all time. Like it's fucking incredible. Like I downloaded like anytime they came out with DLC content, I bought it without question. Immediately without question.
Left 4 Dead 2 was a very good game.
Left 4 Dead 2 was fucking amazing, dude.
Yeah.
The multiplayer, the campaign. The only thing that wasn't really amazing about it was the fact that randoms that you join parties with would just run off alone.
Remember when we tried to do that video for your old channel, like where I had to carry the gnome the entire?
Oh my god, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I actually still have 2/3 of that content that I could put into a video.
Yeah.
But yeah, I forgot what the gnome's name was, but still
Yeah.
still legit.
Well, it was like Jeffrey. No, it wasn't Jeffrey.
I don't know.
It was
That sounds like a good gnome name regardless.
Jeffrey.
but
Yes.
hey.
No. Yeah, I remember that video because like I was tasked with carrying the gnome,
Yeah,
and you had to defend me, and you were not doing a very good job.
I am sworn to carry your burdens.
That's
Exactly.
good. So, what was your guys's... Pat, you're here too,
I was literally about to intro that.
right?
Yeah.
So, what was your guys's personal favorite games
Xbox
in the original
game.
Xbox? And I have a list of IGN, what their top game is. So, after we say what ours is, you're gonna guess what that is.
I got a
So-
good one.
So, what was your favorite Worth?
My favorite Xbox original Xbox game was, yeah, Josh is making faces at me. Yeah. No, Fable Lost Chapters.
Good call.
Yeah.
OG.
It's a good call.
Like
No.
the-
Wow.
Oh,
No,
no, the one
Lost
that
Lost
continued.
Chapters.
Yeah,
like
with
like the
blades and all that
like
shit.
the
No, I know what
direct
you're
like the
talking
director's cut.
Yeah.
Still Fable 1.
There was a
So,
lot.
yeah.
There was a lot more content that they added that made
After
the
you
story
got the sword, it continued.
that made the story that much better,
Oh, yeah.
and you had a lot more like decision or choices to like weapons and armor that you can use that weren't in the original game. It's like subtle changes, but
Chicken Chaser.
chicken. That was funny story. That was my original gamer tag. Chicken X Chaser was my.
Was it really?
Yeah,
Are you
that
serious?
was my original
That's
gamer
actually
tag.
legit.
Yeah.
I like that a
Oh
lot.
my
Before I
God,
changed my
that's funny.
when I got my Xbox originally, it was Chicken X Chaser was my gamer tag,
That's super
and then
funny.
I love that.
and then
Never
I
do
changed
that.
it to
That's
feed.
awesome.
Then I changed it to feed the dogs in 2008. That's when I changed it.
Nice.
Yeah.
I was expecting you to jerk off on a shooter. I had no
No,
idea
Fable-
that you would actually.
Fable's amazing.
Fable was my favorite original Xbox game. Yeah.
That is kind of crazy. I would never.
No,
say
dude,
that
I love
before.
Fable. Fable's one of my
Fable
favorite
was
RPGs of
great.
all time. But it's just like the original Fable, and I hate that Peter Molyneux was bastardized the entire franchise and made it into something that was absolutely terrible. It it got exponentially worse every release.
Fable 2 was
Fable
really
2
really good.
Fable
The
2 was
ending
good.
Garbage.
Fable 2 was good, but not as good as Fable 1. Fable
yeah.
3 was a goddamn abortion.
Yeah, I hated Fable 3.
Yeah.
So, but I got a couple.
OG Xbox.
I got a couple
what
favorites.
You got, buddy?
What you got?
So-
You gotta pick one. Come on.
Well,
you gotta pick
I
one.
already even got one in my mind.
Obviously Halo 2 for me, because that was like me growing up with gaming was Halo.
Have we talked about the story that you told us, like
I think you have. About my eyes bleeding.
Yeah,
yeah,
like,
we've said that. On the
we were like
podcast,
14.
yeah.
We were like 14 years old one time. It was my birthday. I think it was my birthday one year or summer. Maybe it was just summertime. I don't know. But me and Logan, we've been knowing each other for a long time, and we were just walking around downtown, or not downtown, walking around the old town that I used to grow up in, like a tiny little town, like 2 a.m, talking about video games. Right before Halo 2 release, Logan's like, man, when Halo 2 gets released, I'm going to play that game until my fucking eyes bleed. It's
basically, yeah, that's how it
14-year-old us
Believe
just hanging
every
out.
word he said.
Yeah.
Yep.
You had some curly ass hair back then.
Right,
too.
yeah, I had long hair. So it was ridiculous. But so Halo, pretty much as a whole, Halo 2, I mean, Halo 1 was fucking amazing too. It was revolutionary, blah, blah. Also, Advent Rising, though.
Yes.
For
Advent
a
Rising
single player story game, it was so ahead of its time in terms of mechanics and gameplay
It's interesting. I didn't.
and story. Dude, Advent Rising was amazing. So those two, especially, kind of for different reasons.
That's a great game. I
Yeah.
did not expect you to like throw
Yeah.
that out.
Advent Rising.
No, that's fucking sweet.
Someday
Yeah.
I'm going to play that again, start to finish. I fucking love it so much. Amazing
That's
game.
awesome.
And Mech Assault was also amazing. Because
Yeah.
But
Mech
Advent
Assault was
Rising,
very good.
Advent Rising has to be mentioned on top of Halo. So what about you, Pat? I mean, you never had an original Xbox, did you?
I personally never had an original Xbox, but I can tell you right now, the game that I played consistently all the time, where I went over to my cousin's house, like I'm not lying, on like a daily basis, or I'd spend the night at his house on purpose to keep playing, was Knights of the Old Republic.
Nice.
Yes.
Like
Right
the
on.
There you
original
go.
one, yeah. Like the instant I started playing that game, I was like, "Oh, you have no idea the trouble that you've just started, man."
Like,
I'll
And
never leave.
There was even to be honest, the reason why I beat that game was because I had the PS2 at the time, and he had the Xbox One, and he wanted to play Final Fantasy X really bad, and so I made a deal with him, like, okay, we're cousins, we trust each other. I will let you borrow my PS2 with Final Fantasy X if you let me borrow your Xbox with Knights of the Old Republic.
Right.
So we traded consoles with the games in them and the controllers and everything.
nice.
Totally
That's awesome.
trust each other. And then we both he took a little bit longer and I played some of his other games, but yeah, that was the one time I had a 360. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, I knew you had the
But I
360
never
at
had
one
an
point.
original Xbox, so for that small amount of time, I had an Xbox originally just so I could finish Knights of the Old
Well,
Republic.
sweet. Good call.
It was 100% worth it every
Oh,
single
yeah.
time.
What about you, Josh? For original Xbox.
Original Xbox, honestly, it's a tie.
I was kind of there too. So what do you
It's a
got?
tie. Halo 2, Knights of the Old Republic.
Nice. Hmm.
Easily.
Yeah, because I think all the Halos had a good campaign, but there was something about some of those RPGs of that generation that were just fucking awesome, just so good.
Knights of the Old Republic like mind fucked me forever.
Right.
I introduced you to I'm playing a movie/game
You are.
ish.
Yeah.
Oh,
At the
it
same
was so
time,
great,
yeah.
and it was kind of Mass Effect in its early days.
Well,
I mean, it was
a
Bioware.
lot of ideas were borrowed from Knights of the Republic to put it into Mass
Same
Effect.
company.
Yeah.
It's Bioware.
Yeah.
Yep.
Obviously, it's
Yeah.
Bioware, but what I'm saying is that a lot of those choice consequences were placed in a Star Wars universe, and of course, for me, who's always been obsessed with Star Wars, I was completely and utterly down for it. So, anytime that I went over to my friend's house to play it, because he had an Xbox, and so I would go over there and play Knights of the Old Republic, and I actually beat it at his house. So multiple on whenever I go over there on weekends, always Knights of the Old Republic. Always.
Right.
It was either Knights of the Old Republic or we'd plug in on the original PlayStation. We'd play old school Final Fantasies. But I beat Knights of the Old Republic probably in about I'd say three weekends. 3 weekends worth. So Friday, Saturday, and Sunday of nonstop.
Hold
playing.
on. Did you just address me, or did you say 3 weekends worth of? Yeah.
All right, you're done, Worth.
Get out.
Don't talk for
Yeah,
10 minutes.
tell.
Literally get the fuck out.
All right, so I'm gonna real quick kind of read off the top 15 according to IGN Games. Just 'cause I think it's kind of an interesting list. So kind of yay or nay, whatever, and we'll get to the
Of
end.
OG Xbox games?
Yes.
Okay.
So number 15 was Steel Battalion.
Nice.
No, oh, bro, dude, Steel Battalion was awesome.
Yes, that's good.
Bruh.
Number 14 was Breakdown. Never played Breakdown.
I don't know what that is.
Number 13 was Jade Empire.
Nice.
Great game.
Never played
that is a
Breakdown.
fantastic
Fantastic
fucking
game. Great
Yeah.
game.
12 is Psychonauts.
Yes.
All right, all right,
Awesome,
all right.
awesome game.
All right.
11 was Full Spectrum Warrior.
Dude, okay,
Never
no,
played
I
that.
love Full Spectrum Warrior.
I never. played
Okay,
that.
hold on. I wanna. Okay,
Quickly, like
it's-
5 words or less.
Never mind. I can't.
Okay.
I can't put in the 5 words.
Number 10 is Mech Assault, which was super fun. One of the most fun mech games I ever played.
I know some of these words.
It's like
Right.
Armored Core, but for Xbox.
But you
Pretty
see it
cool.
all out there, yeah. It's
Yeah.
fucking cool. Number 9 is Chrism Skies. So somewhere in the world, disco just jizzed.
Disco.
So number 8 is Project Gotham Racing. Wow.
Wraithing.
Gotham
Can't talk.
Racing.
Project Gotham Racing 2. I'm trying to go through this quickly.
Boo.
So, number 7 was actually Fable.
Yes.
It got
See?
the number 7
7
spot
was
though.
Fable?
I
Interesting.
would put that way higher, like
Yeah.
3 or 4.
I would put that at the very least top 5.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, that's-
that
I'm
was
surprised.
that was a console seller for me.
Because number 6 is Chronicles of Riddick, Escape from Butcher
No,
Bay.
okay, yo, I was gonna talk about that one. Butcher Bay is an amazing shooter. That is one of the best shooters ever released for Xbox.
Well, I guess it made number 6. So that's
yeah,
good.
and oh god, it's so good. Like people make fun of it, like, oh, it's Vin Diesel, it's Riddick. Like, well, yeah, but it's a fucking awesome game. Like,
Right.
It's got awesome shooter mechanics.
Number 5 was Ninja Gaiden.
Good.
So I know
Really?
Okay.
those are
One of the most
very.
rage-inducing. I can understand why, but
Yeah.
one of the most rage-inducing games ever.
Great.
Yeah.
It's rage-inducing, but you can't argue with it.
No, it's a great game.
You can't argue with that. Ninja Gaiden is amazing.
So
Yeah.
number 4 kind of bugs me. It's 4 because I still would put it like between 1 and 2 was Halo Combat Evolved, the first one.
The first one.
Which again, like I know I said Halo 2, but that's because the multiplayer was such a big part of my.
I think the reason why, like, I don't think the multiplayer was lacking in Halo 1.
Well, there was no Xbox Live at the time.
Yeah, there was no
so,
Xbox Live.
Again, it has a special place for me because it was like original LAN parties. I never did that. What?
I think I don't want to say that there wasn't Xbox Live around the time that Halo. Well, obviously when Halo came out,
There wasn't.
there wasn't. But I think towards the end of Halo's life cycle, I thought that
Nope.
the
Nope.
Xbox
nope.
Live was a
nope.
thing at that
It
time.
was a PC online, but it never came to Xbox Live. The first time it was on Xbox Live was a Master Chief Collection.
We got in trouble in my drama class one time in high school because we all had laptops, and while we were waiting in between like scenes, we were all playing Halo,
Yeah.
like LAN matches, and our science teacher, who also took care of the high school network at the same time, he came walking into the theater. He's like, "Hey, there's a lot of like bandwidth and shit going on through here,"
Ah,
and we're like,
sorry.
I used to.
yeah.
Well, I
Yeah,
used
he totally caught us playing Halo the entire
Right.
time. Is
I
what he
used,
was doing.
I used to shoot trap back in high school, and like in between, like we would have to wait like a couple hours in between shoots and stuff. And one of my buddies would always bring his Xbox and his TV up, and we would just like sit there for hours, like and
Oh yeah.
just play Halo.
I miss LAN parties so much.
So-
Number 3?
Number 3 is Knights of the Old Republic.
Booyah.
Top
There you
3,
go.
pretty
Top
good.
three.
You know,
Booyah!
right?
Yeah, top
So-
3. Easy.
Number 2 is Halo 2.
Wait,
like,
really?
yeah, it's obviously.
I figured
a huge
that'd be
shooter.
number one.
So
I don't even know what
I
number
don't
one would
think
be.
I would have suggested number 1 for number 1, while it was one of my favorite games
I'm excited.
on Xbox.
I'm excited.
Splinter Cell Chaos Theory.
Wow.
Yeah.
That would make sense on
No, Chaos Theory was the best Splinter Cell game.
It's
I think.
probably one of the best stealth games, honestly, ever made.
robbing that
And
bank.
the multiplayer was insanely interesting. It was the Mercs, Spies versus Mercs, where you had 2 mercenaries versus 2 spies. The mechanics of it, you know, was so balanced and
It's
interesting.
innovative. At
Yeah,
the
no
time,
one's
too,
ever done anything. Yeah,
all the way
because
through.
you could
And-
like be on the headset and like talk to people, kind of focus on them, be like behind you, and then you know all the shit. So you could do a lot of really cool things with it. So yeah, that's number 1 according to IGN, which it's not. They're not wrong, but Halo. Man.
I would have
Halo.
guessed Halo 2 would be at the top.
Yeah.
But like,
It probably
Halo 2
should
is
be,
better.
honestly.
I feel
Yeah.
like number
Halo
1
2
should have
is
been
better.
number 3 and Knights of the Old
But-
Republic and then Halo.
Yeah,
2.
yeah,
But-
a little
It's
shuffling
efficient.
around,
Yeah.
so but not a bad list.
but without Chaos Theory, we wouldn't have a Special Agent Bob and Secret Agent Steve.
Those were fucking hilarious,
Oh,
Right?
so good.
Oh my god, they were so
through the
funny.
car wash.
They
Don-
were.
They're a bunch of donkey
Especially
porkers.
the Bob and Secret Agent Steve.
Oh,
Secret
so
Agent
good.
Steve.
They were so funny. I'm glad.
I
other
miss
people know
old.
about
I
those.
miss old school G4 TV, man. Like That was
right.
so
Oh
funny.
my god, good stuff.
What?
Was there anything else about Xbox?
No, just
We're gonna bring
some of
up?
those crazy stats. Xbox has made me happy for 15 years.
Yeah,
So.
it's still,
Well,
it's
it
still
br-
making us happy.
It brought us Halo, and I'm all happy.
So Patrick has tomorrow off, and also Patrick pre-ordered the new Pokemans,
Pokemans?
Ooh,
which comes
Pokemon's
out
coming
literally
out.
tomorrow.
Do you buy these digitally, or do you go get the physical?
No, I can get the physical.
Okay.
No,
I wasn't sure if handheld had a big digital market or not. I don't know.
Well,
honestly.
I would
also,
assume they do.
I'm one of the. Well, they have digital copies, obviously, but I'm a scrub, and as Josh and me have always agreed, I like having the game in my hands.
Dirty peasants in your goddamn hands.
Also, guess what?
Touching
You
stuff.
know what? You know what happens?
Fuck hands.
God,
You know what? Fuck hands. I hate hands.
You know what the best part about physical copy is?
What?
It's if Josh
You
goes.
can masturbate to it.
That too.
You can rub it on yourself.
That too.
Provocative ways.
Mm.
No, but in general, it's here's the biggest aspect to me on physical copies is Josh wants to play a game. He's like, hey man, I don't have this game and it looks really cool. Can I try it out? Sure. And
So
I
you-
give him the physical copy.
But you
And
don't
then
want to have him just go buy it and pay the public, developers and all that.
No, because I'm a good friend.
Trying to
And
take
I'll
their
let him
money from
borrow
them?
a fucking game. No, that's what digital or not digital. That's what physical copies are all about. It
is nice to be able to share.
You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
just like, oh man, I don't really know if I want to play this game yet. And who knows? Maybe you're playing the game at the time and you're like, no, I'll let you borrow it for a day. Don't, you can try it out.
Yeah,
And then, you take it back and like, no, I want to play more. You just, like,
that is
scale
nice
back.
to be able to do.
But
yeah.
I mean, that's one of the aspects that physical copies has compared to digital copies. And I love digital copies, don't get me wrong. I had Fallout 4 as my digital copy, and I have Final Fantasy 7 as my digital copy, and Borderlands is my digital copy.
Borderlands.
But in general, it's also the plus side to the point is, besides, obviously not getting access to all the DLC and, all the add-ons and stuff that you initially got when you bought the game, which comes with a lot of games nowadays, if you just want to try the game out in general, and if your friend has a physical copy, you're like, oh yeah, cool, I'll try it out for a little while, and then, give it back to him. And you're like, oh yeah, I'm definitely going to get my own copy.
That is cool. It's a nice
There's
thing.
plus
you
and
can,
minuses,
yeah.
obviously.
Yeah.
People, taking up space in your room and all that stuff.
Yeah,
small
I'm all about
things,
digital
but-
forever for now on, but
And that-
physical,
no,
it
there's
has
nothing
its
wrong with that.
benefits.
But it's nice to every once in a while to be like, hey, can I, like when Sean let me borrow Ratchet and Clank. And I was like, I
Right.
don't want to buy that game because I want to kind of try it out. And then he let me borrow Ratchet and Clank, and I fucking love the game.
Yeah. Now
No,
eventually you'll
it's
buy
good.
it, right?
Love
So,
Ratchet
No,
and
I
Clank's
beat it
awesome.
already.
oh
so
well,
that's already-
see, you didn't pay the developer. You're part
It's
of
a
the
small
problem.
game, it's
You're
a
part of the
small-
You
problem.
son of a bitch.
Sorry,
Is
I've
it-
done that a lot.
Isn't
I-
it technically
yeah.
a remaster? Like the new Ratchet?
Kind
I don't
Yeah.
think
Kind of.
so. I mean,
It's
it's an
kind
original
of-
game though, isn't it?
It
Doesn't really count as an original game
like
because
60-40.
it's new. It was developed as a different game.
But
Yeah.
is it a remastered of an old game that
It
was already
shows the
released?
origin story,
Sort
but
of.
also shows like in between. You know how like Rogue One is in between the Star Wars universe.
But it's a brand new movie though. New assets, new actors, new everything.
I know, but it's in between the actual storyline itself.
It's a reimagining that was newly developed for the PlayStation 4.
But it's still a new game though.
Technically it is
But
because
there's stuff you
it's
didn't get
it's
to
still
see in the original. game.
Conceptually, it's like a reimagining.
they
of
didn't
it,
just
yeah.
update the graphics. Like, I mean, everything, every aspect of this game was something new, something exciting, but still following the same level design as some of the older games. Like making it feel old, but also at the same time,
Well, that's good.
giving it a new-
yeah.
giving
People
it a
want
new
that
skin.
with those.
It
old
had a lot of
games.
in between moments, like, oh, remember when you did that in the game? Well, here's actually you get to play. This is what happened in between what you saw in the original game because the graphics obviously and the programming itself was very limited at the time.
Mm-hmm. Makes
So
sense.
obviously you're in PS4 now, so
So that's a perfect segue into our next topic, real quick, just to touch on it, just to let people know that Xbox 360 backwards compatible games some of them are getting reprinted and sold in retail in brand new boxes.
Really?
So they are
That's
releasing.
cool.
They are
That is
releasing,
pretty neat.
That's pretty.
That
neat.
how neat is that?
Yeah, they are releasing. I mean, to me, that's crazy, but at the same time, it's kind of genius because there's not really a lot of people that are doing that right now. It's kind of like releasing vinyl. So the fact that
That's a good comparison.
some people want to own a physical copy of that specific game, and maybe they've traded in their Xbox 360 already. Like, I mean, just it's just a stroke of the nostalgia boner, which is still making a lot of companies a shit ton of money right now.
Yeah.
So,
Well, if they're gonna have their games have a new life and backwards compatibility, they might as well try to capitalize and be like, because there's some people that will not buy pre-owned, and some of these games aren't available digitally because they're too old for our generation.
I refuse to buy pre-owned.
See, there's people that don't, and they want this game.
I want my version.
Right,
of the
a
game.
clean disc, never been touched.
I hate to sound like a
by-
horrible person when I say that, but I
Well,
want
that's fair.
my version
No,
of the game.
that's totally fair. I've known a lot of people that they like, nope, I don't want pre-owned. Don't care. Give me something new. So it's a great idea for some of these publishers to do that.
the reason why we know this is because there was an image leaked online recently of Doom 3 having the heading on the green cover as Xbox One, Xbox 360. So, I mean, whether or not the leak is true or not, I mean, obviously it's a leak, it's a rumor. It's still confirmed as a rumor until the company actually confirms it for itself. But, I mean, really, most of the time, I'd say 70-80% of the time when leaks happen, they're usually true. So
That looks like it could be easily photoshopped, but it also looks like it could be legit.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was reading. I didn't see your.
Oh, you're fine.
thoughts.
No,
My bad.
and I understand what you guys are saying. My question is, like, affordability and just money-wise to Microsoft itself. Do you think it's advantageous? Am I saying that correctly?
Advantageous.
yeah,
Like for them to
Absolutely.
do it? I'm being serious
Absolutely.
about that. Like
Oh yeah.
to put the money out to, put data on all these discs of older games, and sell them to the public. Do you think that's something that would come back to bite them in the ass, or do you think it's no? And
No, I can't see any negative effects to this because people are getting rid of the 360s, investing more in the Xbox One. I know it's all pre-owned, but it could be new digital copies people bought. Like Black Ops, like whatever went up, like the sales went like 3,000% or something stupid like that. So yeah, there's money to be made here.
well, in general too, like most of the gaming community. I'm sorry, Josh, I'm getting you in. I promise. Most of the gaming community is very, kind of like our age range. You have the nostalgia factor. You're getting used to the new factor. But also, obviously, the company's trying to go for the future generation.
Exactly.
How many people in the future generation do you think are going to care about, going back and playing older games like that? That's my biggest concern about it. It's like, do you want to buy a physical copy of this old game, or fuck it, I don't even know what this is.
Here's the point that you're missing. Most people of the newer console generation, the people that are brought up to be on this console generation, don't have fucking money. You know who has fucking money? People that grew up on previous console generations that want copies of these games.
Yes.
Right.
No, that makes sense.
So, like, why appeal to fucking shitty ass teenagers that don't have money, that have parents buy the Call of Duty Black Ops Jeeps
That
for
don't
them?
appreciate it.
Exactly. So, and regardless of, whether or not you're a new generation or old generation, the fact that you're going to see this game, this title, sitting next to brand new releases in a physical store is going to pique your interest.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree. I was just wondering, like, in general.
And the fact that it's not going to be, when you develop a game, you have to include the cost of printing and manufacturing games.
Yeah.
That's included in the cost of a title in itself. Now, the fact that this title is already developed and made, the only cost that you have to factor in is printing and shipping.
Plus, the manufacturer has to make up the margins on the sales and shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But still,
But they made enough money in general.
Yeah, true, but they still have to factor it into the sale.
Doesn't matter. It favors them regardless, because all that does is spread awareness of the fact that Xbox One has backwards compatible titles, and the fact that they're making very popular backwards compatible titles available in any media format. There's literally no negative in this.
Wasn't it even last week where we had the stats for backwards compatibility and how successful it had been?
Oh,
because we were talking about that.
Completely.
Well, we were talking about like remastered versus.
No,
but we were talking
it
about
was like the
backwards
year anniversary of
compatibility.
backwards compatibility of the week, and we were talking about how their stats showed they were pretty successful in terms of like sales and hours played. So
We're all nostalgia.
We're all
fucking
voicing
all of us are nostalgia fucking nerds.
Stroking that nostalgia boner.
all the way.
I'm saying,
You
dude,
have no idea.
That's why Worth and Disco and Sean paid $80 for Modern Warfare Remastered.
Because it brought back that same enjoyment we got the first time.
If Knights of the Old Republic came out, me and Josh would like lose our shit.
Oh,
right?
completely.
Oh yeah, would you pay $80 for Knights of the Old Republic?
No, not 80.
No,
God damn it.
Not 80.
I would pay 50 at the max.
I would pay modern retail price for a remaster, which is
50 or
60.
60. Yeah.
It's
If it was
60.
remastered, if it was the OG, I would do like 30 to 40.
Yeah, if it's just backwards compatibility, I wouldn't even do 30 or 40. I'd do 20. I'd do $20 because it's not worth it, and I'm not gonna contribute to the problem of the video game industry where you're offering something for nothing. However, like I said, if it was remastered, if you could tell that like updated graphics were put into it, that it ran better, it ran at a better frame rate, fine. I'll pay 50 or 60. No big deal. But I mean, at what you guys are talking about with just being the original game, fuck that. I'll pay 20 and not a cent more.
I mean, at least it bundled another game with the purchase, so it's not like I was paying $80 for one game.
No, they bundled Infinity Warfare with Modern Warfare and made you pay $80 for it. That's literally the only reason why people bought that piece of shit game anyway. That's literally the only reason. That's the only reason you bought it, Worth. That's literally the only reason.
It is the only reason I bought it, but I actually use I don't know. I use the time. I use the game.
Worth might be the exception. I think he would probably buy a new Call of Duty. A lot of other people would not.
Fuck no, because we're not idiots and plebs.
Well, I was just gonna say, like, that Modern Warfare was the reason I bought it in the first place. But at the same time, I want to get the most out of my purchase, so I tried the game that it came with.
How was that?
I was not, entirely disappointed. No.
Glowing praise, Networth. I wasn't entirely disappointed.
The zombies is fun as fuck. I love the zombies.
Oh, the zombies.
And the campaign is pretty solid.
That's not the first time Worth has heard that before either.
You know what else is pretty solid? My poop.
Yeah, I played the beta
for that
but
too,
I didn't play the actual game for this.
I just want you guys to know I'm regular.
My biggest thing is like some people are just buying this $80 combo package for the nostalgia of Call of Duty 4. When you think about it in like the technical terms, are you really just paying $60 for the new game and $20 for the remaster?
That's
what I'm figuring.
I personally take the value of purchase as basically how much I play it,
how much you enjoy it.
So I know that, but I'm saying in the broad range, it's like, hey, guess what? This is Infinite Warfare, the newest game, $60 like a normal game, but we're also adding this remaster / DLC, whatever you want to call it,
it's
like on the side edition for an extra $20.
But here's the point, though. You're missing the point. The fact that the only reason why people bought this fucking game was for the Modern Warfare remaster.
And I said that in the beginning. I was like, that's the nostalgia factor that people are jumping in on.
If that's the point of people buying this new game, if that's the majority of people's opinion of buying this new game, that means they paid $80 for the Modern Warfare remaster.
And they're fucking stupid.
Exactly. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's
fuck me, right?
It's not like, oh, this is an added bonus.
You didn't want to play Infinite. You did not want to play Infinite Warfare at all.
I didn't. I was curious to try a couple portions of it, but I wasn't like.
Yeah, you're an idiot.
I wasn't sold on it.
It's the same reason that Modern Warfare is bound, disc bound. It's disc bound. You can't buy it digitally.
You can buy a bundle digitally, but you have to buy it as a bundle.
You have to buy it as a bundle. So if you don't buy the $80 bundle, you will never be able to play Modern Warfare Remastered.
If you're just buying it for Call of Duty, if you're buying it for remastered, you're fucking retarded.
They're scalping you. And it's because people demanded that they do Modern Warfare Remaster, and they're like, well, that's fine, but you have to buy our shitty game first.
And that kind of goes to what I say. Like, we give Worth and Disco shit. They bought it. Sean, they bought it. But if they play it enough that they feel they got $80 worth of nostalgia,
that's fine.
Then it is worth it.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
That's
exactly right.
Again, to me, the value of a purchase is how much value you get out of it, how much enjoyment you get out of it.
That's my biggest thing when I say why I spend $60 on RPGs, because not dissing on first-person shooters. I'm like, your single player campaign is like 4 to 6 hours, and then the rest of it's multiplayer, which in my mind is just stupid. But when I buy an RPG, I have like 60, 80, 120 side quests, bullshit, all that. But I have at least 60 hours worth of content that I'm paying for, and that's the reason why I like
Right.
RPGs in general, and it's back and forth.
See, yeah,
Anyway, sorry.
it's the same thing with shooters from our perspective, where we played 100 hours of multiplayer, but it was fun the whole time. And so it's different perspectives. Exactly, it's you can look at it one way and have fun with an RPG, which we all play RPGs here, and you play shooters too, Pat. So it's
I play.
It is an interesting way to look at it.
Shooters, but
It's an interesting way to look at it, but as long as you get your hours in and your value, it's money well spent. But if you don't play it, then you're out of money. Fuck you.
Buy a game that you want to play.
Yeah, there you go.
I wanted to play Modern Warfare Remastered.
See,
I wanted to play it.
You're not wrong, Worth. We just like.
I know you guys are giving me shit.
I don't disagree with what you're saying, but at the same time, I am saying that they're scalping you on purpose.
Oh, I know they did. I totally know
they're
they're
scalping you on purpose.
I know
Like they're like, oh well, this is what they'll pay for it. So even though it's not technically really valued at that, we're gonna charge the money for that anyway.
I knew the risk going in.
And I'm just saying, like, if you're cool with that, that's fine. But I don't think it's necessarily right for Activision to gouge people's money for a game that they already wanted that shouldn't have been. That honestly isn't worth that kind of money anyway. To bundle it with something that they're trying to sell because they know no one wants to buy it. That's all I'm driving at.
Do you want to take?
I only have one thing to say. You guys are gonna laugh. So
okay, you say it first, then I'll say what I was gonna say.
Hey guys, remember when I bought Street Fighter 5?
Anyway, so what I was gonna say,
and No Man's Sky. Remember when I bought that too?
I actually watched a video on this today, and it was a guy. It was a commentator. He was a YouTube commentator, Call of Duty commentator. Good knock on wood. But he was complaining. He was saying something to the fact that like the reason why Infinite Warfare got received so negatively is because like people want to see a new setting. People don't want to do the futuristic warfare style anymore.
Obviously,
which is why there's rumors and talks that Sledgehammer, which is the next company that's going to release the next Call of Duty game, like because it's their turn to release in the development cycle. Like the rumor is that they're going to release something that's like boots on the ground, old school Vietnam type of combat, and the last 5 games have all been, futuristic, and then Advanced Warfare introduced the jetpacks and the fucking boost jumps and shit, and then the other 2 games that followed, since they were still in the same development cycle, like it wouldn't make sense for them financially to go back and like undo all that work that they did. It would cost them more money in the long run to go back and undo it and try to make an entirely new game. So they stuck with what they were gonna put out originally, because. Yeah, it was a financial decision.
That's all well and good, but at the same time, Worth, the fact that they got themselves into that situation in the first place is because of their greed.
I know.
It's because of their greed. There was not a single person that wanted Infinite Warfare.
No.
There was not a single person that wanted that. That is their own fault for being so short-sighted and relying on the hype of their brand to sell their game when honestly it's just a pile of bullshit that nobody wanted.
Right.
So it's their own fucking fault. Regardless of the reasons for it, it's a big pile of shit and we all know it. So
no, I'm not saying that the game is amazing by any means.
No, it's a pile of shit.
You're not wrong.
So, hey, there's Sean.
Sean's alive.
He woke up from his nap.
Dude, part of me wants to see an American Revolution Call of Duty just to see people get
pissed off
on how long it takes to reload your gun.
It's like a 45-second reload. Yeah.
I would absolutely love that.
Funniest fucking
would it be like something like where you have to pump it so many times, like this?
It'd
like
be so funny to see.
Where you have to pump it a lot.
You just got people like pushing up and down their joysticks to reload their guns.
You get one shot. And then after
dude, imagine that with Connect development.
Oh my god!
Brilliant.
That's all I get.
Call of Duty Benedict Arnold edition. Connect exclusive.
You guys got anything else?
Yep.
I do have something else. I have something else. So Josh was perusing around today on the internet at work because I have nothing better to do. And I came across a certain suggested article from Facebook, and it said, what did it say? It said the Colossus of Kickstarter. And I look at the thumbnail, and it's a picture of
like Colossus.
Very small human climbing a very giant boss. And not only did I almost start weeping immediately, but my erection also ripped through the current pair of jeans I was wearing. So if you guys don't know about like my top 5 favorite games of all time, like Shadow of the Colossus is among them. It's not only one of the best games I've ever played, but it's also one of the absolute best experiences I've ever had on not only PlayStation but a console in general. It's there's nothing to me that compares to that game, especially like emotional wise. Like when I reached the end of that game, like I was actually
Emotional
I was
feels.
fighting back tears. I was fighting back tears at the very end of the game because of how emotional it was.
That was a tear-jerking ending.
What, Pat?
Well, I was gonna say RPG wise. Well, I'm not considering an RPG.
You're ruining my rant.
I'm agreeing with you on this. Don't worry. It was one of the very first open world games I ever played personally. To where when you start the game, it doesn't give you where to go, unless you use your sword. But in general, you didn't have to follow that. You could have just wandered off wherever you wanted to go. Even in like Final Fantasy and stuff, like you had preset destinations. This one, it was just, no, you go where you want to go and then experience what happens.
Interestingly enough, that Pat says that is actually a core development mechanic of this new game. Now, this new game is called Pray for the Gods. Mm-hmm. It's a fully funded, crowd-funded video game. It's Kickstartered. It currently has 15,000 Kickstarter backers. Its initial funding goal was $300,000, and it has by far surpassed that. It's now sitting at $500,000.
Wow.
So, and this was all, like I said, this is all funded by Kickstarter. It's from a development team of 3 people. 3 people that have been working on this game in a basement since 2014.
Wow.
And when I looked at the pre-alpha gameplay, I was fucking blown away. There are not only influences from, like, it looks to me like the core of the game is very centralized around Shadow of the Colossus, but there are so many different influences.
Tomb Raider, I heard.
Tomb Raider,
yeah.
Legend of Zelda, the grappling hook.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a very big part of the gameplay. Not only was I blown away by the footage itself of being just the natural spiritual successor to Shadow of the Colossus, where you climb bosses, like basically the game is centralized around you going and finding these bosses and defeating them to uncover the story. They've elaborated on that so much. They now have a dynamic weather system that penalizes you for being out in the cold too long.
Is this what you were talking about on group chat?
Yes.
I thought you were talking about Skyrim mod.
No.
I didn't realize you were talking about the game.
No, this is...
Fuck me. Are you serious?
Right? So,
that sounds amazing.
So obviously there's going to be armor sets throughout the game that will help that. But you are a lone person. Yeah. You're alone on this island. You're the only person there, just like Shadow of the Colossus, and you have to uncover the truth about what's going on this island.
Yeah.
So there's not only is there weather systems to where, like, if there's a blizzard coming around, then you have to find a cave to go into. You have to light a fire to get your warmth back.
You can eat.
Yes, you have to eat. You have to hunt for survival.
Yes.
Yes. That's freaking out.
In the interview that I saw, the video interview that I saw today with one of the directors, he said that there may come a point where you may have to sacrifice arrows for firewood to
I thought he was talking about Skyrim mod. I
Oh.
didn't realize he was talking about the fucking game.
That is
let's
pretty-
go.
Do you read the group chat? Why would I be talking? Was Skyrim mentioned in any of the last 20 posts on that group chat?
You were
Absolutely not.
You were not Mr. No Speaks.
You are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Maybe.
Yeah. Okay. So besides the weather system, when you walk around it's completely open world. So not only can you fight any boss in any way that you want to and explore the world in any way that you want to, but the story actually revolves around the decisions that you make on this island to go towards the end verdict of the game.
Okay.
So, I mean, like Mass Effect, in a sense, you make your own choices on this island and you have to live by those choices.
Right.
So, even that comes down to the physical elements of the game, where you dodge roll or you sprint. So, when you walk around in thicker snow, not only do you move slower, but that actually drains your energy. That drains your stamina. So, the longer that you walk around in tall snow, the more damage that you're going to incur from the game.
That's fucking...
So if you're out walking around in tall snow for a while, you better find a fucking cave to hide in. Because if you don't find a cave to hide in and get warm, you'll die.
Damn.
So
I want to play this.
It's survival. It's definitely survival of the fittest in this
Have you
particular
watched the trailer?
scenario.
I need to watch the trailer.
You gotta watch the
I haven't
You're
watched the trailer
a
yet.
fuck boy. Do you think I just post in the group chat out of my own fucking kindness?
I had
Like, what's your fucking problem, dude? Like, do you think I just post this shit for nothing? Did you not see me typing in all caps in between trailers?
I saw it.
Okay, then why didn't you fucking watch it? You're a
'Cause
fucking pleb.
No one cares what you put in them.
I had a germ. I had a germ. Also, this podcast brought to you by Nebraska Brewing Company.
Fuck, shut the fuck up. I'm not done.
No,
Shut up.
We are over
Shut up.
time.
Shut up, I don't care. So, anyway.
So we can end when it was. Let
Okay.
Josh rant. We'll just walk away.
Let me talk for a couple more minutes. I just want to throw this out there.
Hey, all right,
Okay,
all right.
I'm gonna wrap it up.
We love
So I'm gonna wear a raincoat, like I told my mom I would this afternoon.
And your boots.
Yeah, well, shut up. Anyway, so the other unique thing about this particular game is that not only do you have the weather system, not only do you have the snow system, but you can actually find materials and craft items for survival in this game, such as arrows, such as weapons. You can even find material that you get from your hunt to make clothing with.
Wow.
So it's not only Shadow of the Colossus, but it's Shadow of the Colossus with a survival element aspect to it. Not only do you have to worry about the bosses, but you have to worry about the enemies that confront you while you're on the island, and you have to worry about surviving just the island itself.
Or if you try to like take on a boss and you can't take it on right away because you need you're like, I can't penetrate its armor, so I got to go find
Exactly.
better gear
Well,
to be able to.
I'm gonna compare.
You know what I mean?
I'm gonna compare it to Shadow Colossus meets DayZ.
yeah, and that's exactly kind of like what the director was talking about as far as the vibe goes for DayZ. But he was like, "Don't get us wrong. You know, we just wanted to incorporate elements of DayZ. This is nothing like DayZ whatsoever."
Right.
Not nearly.
There's mechanics from DayZ.
There's mechanics, and like what he said that this game involved most of all, and what was most important was story element.
Yes.
It was like we want the player to feel like they are creating their own story in this foreign world.
Yes.
Yeah.
He was like, so we're giving you the choice to run out on this island and take on whatever you want. However, every dodge roll, every arrow you shoot, every choice that you make will have a consequence, whether it's positive or negative.
Oh, I love it.
Down to the very movement. Like, you can't just run around and sprint and roll around for the fuck of it. Like, if you do that, you're burning energy.
And you're gonna die very fast.
You're gonna die very quickly. So it's very much like a simulated survival experience.
Love it.
And that's something that, while other games have touched on, it hasn't been elaborated on quite to this degree.
Nice.
Now, real quick, if you want to know more, just check out Worth. Can take your phone off the table. God damn it! Silence your fucking phone.
Oh, come on.
So if you want to know more, just look up Prey of the Gods on YouTube or go to their Kickstarter. They're offering incentives for the game. So right now, at this moment, you can buy a Steam copy of this game for $15.
Nice.
$15 fucking dollars. So if you want a console version, it's $25. If you contribute $25, you will get a digital copy of this game on launch. The target window is December 2017 for Steam, and for consoles, it's supposed to be early 2018.
Okay.
As far as we know right now, that's kind of it. There's a couple trailers and a couple of gameplay, like pre-alpha. Obviously, the more money that you spend on the Kickstarter, you'll get access to more. I think the lowest you could spend to get access to the pre-alpha was $300. The pre-alpha, if you wanted access to the alpha, the alpha. If you want access to the beta, it's obviously a little bit less. You'll be paying close to retail for that. But the amount that you're getting, like, I'm gonna go with the $35 option, which is an art book, a soundtrack, access to the beta, digital copy of the game, a copy of the game for a friend. And
oh, really?
Yes, and you actually get a physical grappling hook in the mail from the game.
Nice.
Logan's already got one of those.
So
For just
I do
cause
have a grappling hook. Yeah,
just cost 3.
right.
I know I ranted about this a lot, but I can't.
No, I'm super psyched. I saw the trailer and everything.
Oh
no,
my god,
it's
dude,
fucking awesome.
I can't express how excited
Super
I am for this. This is coming out for Steam, Xbox One, and PS4.
I have the HD remake on my PS3 right now.
So yep, so do
Literally.
I.
Do it.
So if you're
Do it.
if you love Shadow of the Colossus or if you love anything from Team Ico, go for it. Absolutely go for it. Support this game because the more money that you contribute, the more content that will be available at launch. Right now, there's only 5 bosses. If they reach their entirety of stretch goals, they will include 7. It's all DLC and it will all be free.
Nice.
All of it.
Yes.
So end rants, right?
Yes, and rant.
End rants, and
Check it out.
check it out. Subscribe to us. Follow us on social media. And is that the end of episode 54?
It is. This is Patrick.
Look at that, Worth.
Wait, what do we got? Wait, what? What is the video?
Oh, you missed it. It was an octopus.
I hate
I know,
octopus.
okay.
Octopus is the scariest
Shut
animal
up,
ever.
freak out. All right, that's the podcast, everybody.
Bye.